go. Everything you say and do will be held against you in the court of D&D. All right. Who wants to give us a recap of what happened with him?
I died.
I mean, I think we just need to read the.
Oh, it's delightful, isn't it?
Except for you forgot to read the part that I came back.
Exercised.
No, I got it in there.
No, I reread it, and I
Exercised?
haven't, unless you changed it again.
Maybe.
Because you changed it to where I died earlier and then didn't.
I think it was mentioned. It was
mentioned,
foreshadowed
but it got
that you
removed.
will come back. It's like it'll be.
And we talked to Calvinius at the library, not at the castle.
Oh, it was dramaticized. It was
Oh,
like
yes,
a reimagined.
That's why I didn't
retelling.
mention it on the chat.
It was dramatic
But-
retelling. You know,
Yes.
it's
I brought up the part I was
embellish
involved
the
with.
story, change the details to make it work.
All I remember is there was this guy, and next thing I know,
Oh yeah,
I'm
it
waking
doesn't
up
say
and
you
there's
come
not a
back. You
guy.
come back. Yeah, because I had to. I made some edits about death,
Yeah.
and so I forgot to keep death bringing you back. You're right. So
Good. I mean,
Yeah,
your
well-
recap was enough to help me remember, though. So I mean, it's good enough.
yeah, so
As a
we
recap.
we fought the King of Yellow via Calvinius. The library is mostly destroyed. Yes. There were rhinos, there was fire, there was acid. Taskeldron had tea with his god, and will do that for the rest of eternity since nobody else believes in them.
Yeah, they did.
Death showed up, and he revealed that there's now two sides were wandering around. He has one, there's now another. And that's my fault. We went back to King Dan. I forget why we went back to King Dan.
To report about Calvinius.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
He
he
got
was
better.
it was,
And
sir.
about him
Please
wanting
continue
to
to
go.
praise our names.
Yeah, so we will totally figure out who.
Did stuff in the castle.
Yeah, we're totally gonna figure that out, and then we're like, okay, well, what do we do now?
And then we're like,
Would you give this to your lovely wife?
let's not worry about figuring it out. Just jump to hell.
You can, no, Celine, you can find that dagger for 2,000 gold pieces,
Okay.
and you can use those hats.
Okay. Because I liked it because there was no attunement, and now I'm like, I can't find it anywhere. Do you want me to roll for the caps?
Sure.
Like trying to get multiples for one. I assume it would be sleight of hand. Is what you had said.
So you go shopping to a magic shop, and you're trying to steal.
So I have the hat, and I'm basically trying to get, like, show them I'm buying one cap, but not let them know there's at least a second one. Like, there's a second one hidden.
Okay. Yeah,
The whole
just like that.
I don't need a pen. I need my dice. Should I add my numbers? That was an 18 plus sleight of hand is 18, so 36.
Yeah, no, you can get away with it. It's pretty good.
Just a little.
You've gotten 17.
It was close. I will stick with the two caps. Yeah, I paid for one. I just wanted to make sure I had an extra one. In case I needed it or needed someone else to have one. And I wanted clarifying because I tried to look online for this for people who've done more D&D. So if I have I have rings of swimming, or mainly it's the ring of water walking. So it says I can walk on water or liquid surfaces.
Yes.
But does that mean I have to be on top, or could I also get into the water and swim with that ring on?
Yeah, it says you can.
So that's what
you have
I'm just clarifying because that's how I interpreted it as well.
You cannot swim now. You're only on the surface.
Because that's why I was looking it up. I'm like, it says you can stand on and move across any liquid surface as if it were solid ground.
You go cliff diving into the water, it's gonna be.
What about things that are hot?
Actually, if you want to
Hot,
know,
like lava.
if you
or
cast a
liquid,
spell on someone
It says it's
underwater,
a liquid.
but it doesn't say anything about
the
you
spell
feel
carries
heat
the
or
target
is
to the
that-
surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round.
That's
Hey,
the
there we
spell
have it.
though, not the ring.
Usually, rings like that, they're enchantments that reflect spells.
But like I
always
said,
just-
it's mentioning that it says you can stand.
It just says
Those two lines. That's where I was trying to. And I found
As
that
far as
online,
like
too, for
walking
the
on
spells. I
lava,
was like,
that's a DM thing. If I was the DM, I would say, yeah, you can totally walk on that, but there is still a lot of heat.
And
It's
that's
still-
the lava, right, too. Like
It's
lava,
still
and you
2,000
still feel the
degrees.
heat.
Yeah,
of it.
like
Yeah, it does say any liquid surface. That's cool.
So I mean, heat is one thing because that obviously.
But I
doesn't
imagine
matter
as
stuff.
far as like whether you do or don't, it's just easy to.
Unless I have gloves on.
Sure. What you do. What you do.
It's
Wear
slightly
that
more-
one over the glove.
Slightly more work.
Wear that one over the glove. They're very nimble gloves. It's the whole idea.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
well,
You found God for 12 seconds, and
You said it was 2,000 for the.
I found myself particularly apt to deal with it.
How does this thing work?
Yeah, are you going to do that? Because like it was either the
Yeah,
who
we can give me a doctor
or
number.
something else.
Are we going to do that, or are we going to go try to figure out who attacked?
I mean, do we have any leads on that right now?
You
Don't
Back
really
with
have
the
leads
rotation,
other than
that's all.
somebody's walking around with death's side.
Oh no, we do have a lead. We have the dagger. We can look for who's selling these daggers. We already because he already found some in town.
Well,
can
there,
see-
you have a couple clues, right? So you know that someone with the scythe
Yes.
came and stole
The
an
page.
artifact,
Yes.
the armor piece,
For the record, dibs.
murdered the seer, and made off with it.
Yes.
And that they had access to several spirits, shades of sorts.
Yes.
Shake my head at that.
So yeah, sharp than that, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like anything.
I can't think of other things right now, and I can't think of it.
You never know.
With
Slide is
my
a
whole
clue.
slide stuff.
What?
Like slide of
What
hand
about
I
the
got.
daggers?
What about? Oh,
What dagger?
well, there was the dagger left in the corpse that I have. And
Oh.
because I
Which
told
I
him
did not.
needed it for
I haven't
evidence,
seen that
which is
Yes.
true partially. So, anyways, and Marceline was he was like, look at these cool daggers I bought, and I was like, hey, we got one of those while you were gone, and so someone is selling these daggers in town, so maybe we can trace back who was buying
Alright,
them.
the dragon tooth dagger, right?
Not
Not no.
No, but
it was the
yeah.
It was a shadow dagger. of
the
some
shadow
sort.
dagger. What is that? Shadow glass dagger.
Yep, that's what it's called.
That one.
See, look, another clue.
Top of my list.
All right, then we should do that since we've already been paid for this job.
Yay! Let's go talk to criminals. Right, that's why we know how to talk to criminals.
I don't know any criminals. What are you talking about? I can breathe underwater
Was
now.
what?
No, criminals go to jail. I haven't been in jail.
They get, they get arrested.
Yeah.
I've been in
They get
jail.
That's a good
I
point.
was
We were
arrested.
enslaved, but we were never in prison.
There's a difference.
I was never enslaved.
Yeah, well, oh geez.
Well, lucky you.
All right, so
These four right here.
Gotta make
The
sure I
OGs.
get everything I want.
all right, so
And those two other.
what kind of
locations-
roll do you
Oh,
want?
wait, I remember. We left off at a very specific spot because I have a stomach ache.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it was the morning of, and I was pretending to be Bilford again to mess with Martin,
Oh yeah.
and then you were like, and stomach ache. That's where we're gonna cut off. Pick up the next.
Oh, yeah. Bear with me 1 second.
It's all coming back.
All coming back to me now.
That's what I was thinking too. Which is bad that we won't think.
Can you get me the Waterloo one?
Waterloo, maybe.
Yeah, that's.
Now
Why
I'm
are you
curious.
checking?
Do you actually like them, or are you just drinking them because you feel obligated
Trying
to
to
get
make
rid
them
of them?
go away.
I feel obligated to get rid of them.
I am buying that dagger. I just need to add that stat, those stats as well.
You could drink something good tonight, so that you enjoy it.
I could, but I usually drink things I enjoy. I enjoy being here. So, and the existence of this offends me.
I get you, yeah. Oh, look at what he's got over there.
It's got ginger.
Ooh,
You know what soda cans
That
also
bad
work
boy's
good
next.
shooting targets. That's right.
Yeah.
Especially on open ones. They tend to,
They pop
high
a,
velocity tends to make
Roll a
it go
d6.
they pop a bit.
Roll
better.
a d6. I want the black
Wait,
one.
what did I just? I removed the money. Now I forgot to add the item. Crap. Okay.
3.
You become violently ill as you expunge everything you ate that morning, as well as a fully grown goose.
From his. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that was awful. Guys, I think I've discovered some new magic.
And it is alive.
Oh my god.
Like he
Trying to get my dad to
Yes,
call
it
me.
is a goose.
I think there's still some lingering side effects from that potion.
But you feel a lot better afterwards, so.
Oh, I'm starting to notice a pattern. This is happening every morning. Ugh.
Is he gonna throw up a goose every morning?
Or
That's
some
just
random
weird.
thing.
Wait, Goose, hold still. Arm, are you hungry?
The arm is hungry. It hasn't eaten in a while.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, do you want it alive or dead?
I'll let you roleplay that.
Oh, sure. When he does it, nobody has a problem.
It was in him already.
Nobody loved that goose. And nobody else was around yet. This was out.
Yeah, your arm makes quick work of the goose. And it's a little bit more bulkier than before.
+1 strength.
In your left arm.
I'm
Get your
still.
left arm. Right arm goes noticeably smaller.
Oh no.
Okay, well, now that...
Now that that's done,
Yes.
that was unfortunate to see.
You guys missed like the throwing up just coming, right?
Actually, I was rather entertained.
Oh, Cornell, you need to roll too.
As an Odiug?
No, I thought I rolled last time.
Yeah.
Did you roll?
Yeah.
Ah,
Martin today.
okay, right.
Oh,
Oh.
daily dose, huh?
You keep rolling every day until you get the right number.
17% chance any given day I'll be a creature.
7-0?
17%.
17.
So going
How long
forward,
does
you
this
can
last?
turn back into something.
Until I dig out the gemstones in my belly.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Well, hopefully this doesn't backfire and you don't turn into something less capable. Like a
Let's be friends.
Well,
Not at all the stats.
if we are investigating the underworld, perhaps those with underworld ties should lead the charge.
Why are you looking at me? We have an assassin. What? I could do it. I just want
I don't care.
Alright, well, I'll start looking around for the, subtle signs that find our way to the black market.
Good luck, you guys. Let me know if you find anything.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go stand in the market square. Scare
Stand there.
innocent
Okay.
people. Yep. Somewhere around very visible.
I'm going to go watch.
As curious as I am about what you're up to, I've got business.
I'm buying a silver mirror for 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay, yeah, that seems a fair
It's
price.
focus for my scrying. You might want that once we get on the same realm as Sorrel.
If we ever.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. You guys don't know. Martin, are you trying to be observant while just standing there?
Sure. Yes.
I'll
watch
around
around.
town.
There are a few shadowy figures keeping to side streets. They're not keeping an eye on you.
Not me.
Almost as if weighing options.
Are they within 60 feet?
Probably.
When you say shadowy figures, are they like wraiths disappearing through walls, or just
No,
sketchy looking guys?
more like sketchy looking folk.
Dark outline of people in shadows.
People and folks.
Can I do that? Can I just go walk around in the shadows?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we,
I
literally
assume
what
that's
you
what
do
you
when
I think that's what I
always
want to do.
Bro,
Because then I'm not making a sound.
secret assassin.
Sound isn't going to come from it because I have those boots.
Does he really qualify as an assassin?
Well, you said you were looking
Seems
for the
like
dagger,
it was
right?
kind of
Yeah,
the,
I wanted to
the
buy
old woman
that
he
dagger,
killed was
so
kind
I
of a
like the
gimme.
stats and all that.
You already bought that dagger, so I'll just say you go right to to the place that you went to before.
Oh, that dagger. Okay.
Yeah, and they've got more of them for sale.
Do I want to get more, or am I bringing other people there? Because I forgot what we're asking.
What am I supposed to do again?
I was busy putting this.
We're asking about other. We're gonna see if we can like find out about other people buying these daggers.
So
And I look like Bilford right now.
other people that bought. Okay, yeah, all right.
I think I'm gonna stay with.
I think I'm on the right.
him.
I
Instead of this looking around thing
now I understand.
for now.
Yeah,
Let us know what you
I
find.
found a bench and I'm just watching him be inconspicuous.
Okay, so at least the lookalike, or the Vance Wilford, Vinceford. But you're with me. We're going to check on the daggers. Is anyone else?
Yes,
going
they're
to
all
ask
coming with
or-
us.
And go see where I bought
Walk
the
on the
dagger.
wild
Who
side
else
with
saw it
us.
too?
Go to the underworld.
The underbelly of the town.
For those of us that want to take front row seats to watching what Martin does.
I do have a new goal though. I want to just scare everyone I come up.
Standing out in the middle of the plaza.
Not like hurt him or anything most of the time. Just like, literally just like pop up behind him without them knowing. 'Cause I'm very quiet.
Sorry, I wasn't paying any attention. What are you doing?
So we're going to go back to where I bought the daggers, but I want to basically scare the crap out of the guy just by showing up next to him without him noticing.
Okay. Yeah, he's a simple magic item salesman. He's actually on the legit side. So he's not really like looking out for
I want to do it to
people that are
Ed. I
sneaking
just want to do it to people.
Oh, that's good. That can work to our advantage if he's an honest person.
But I want to come up like back, side, shoulders. so not-
roll stealth on him. We'll see.
Okay, well, sound wise, I have advantage, which is good because that's a 2.
As
plus
he's
13.
doing that, can I distract them too? Like
That's
I come in the
15.
front.
Yeah, you can give him advantage if you do something.
Okay, well, with advantage is 20. No, math is hard. 21.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have made it. You know, he hears something and he starts to turn around, and then Bilford comes up and says,
Well, hello there, sir. I hear you sell daggers that look like this. And then that's all I'm gonna say. I'm just waiting, watching him go behind him. You can add to that as well. You just
"You're right behind him."
He's like, also, this one. Like, show it right by his face. Right here.
He's like,
He turns and his eye gets plucked out. Look
No,
Ah.
I have it proper. It'd be more to get punched if he turned too fast. Just gotta turn his face into my hand if he did.
"Yeah, I just barely got a new shipment of those. You want to buy some more?"
We're more interested in who's been buying them up to this point.
Yeah, there is.
I should have said remember me. No, the
Oh,
dagger.
darn it. I forgot his name. I'm gonna
You know what?
Until
I
was
don't
there,
wanna pull
and
it
I
up.
didn't do it.
Yeah, I got it from a businessman up in Darkwell. It's the same businessman that you guys ran into before, or didn't run into, depending on the time skip. Let me see if I can find his name.
Is that before I rejoined?
We
Dark
ran
Wall.
into somebody on the way back.
The one that we escorted
I forget the guy's name.
across the darkness.
Yes, the one you escorted.
Oh.
The one who basically said that he was going to establish like trade.
Lon something.
Yeah, something.
Can I just ask him? if
Trying
he
to remember
knows
what
who
it
that
is.
Guy that he's getting the daggers from is.
Okay,
To get more information besides the fact that we've seen him. See if he knows.
notary.
But I think you misunderstood. I meant, who have you been selling them to?
Oh, I've been selling them to all sorts of different people.
You said it was someone before me. Do you remember who that was?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of adventurers.
Potentially any.
Oh,
Who we
Baron
figure
von
was
Berenson.
That was the
that?
guy.
Have a guess of what kind
Yeah.
of person it was.
Did anyone who came through your shop happen to be carrying a large staff with a long curved blade at the top of it?
Can I swipe a dagger while he's asking the question?
No. Yeah, sleight of hand on him.
28.
You know, in this particular instance, you guys are talking
I just don't know if I
right
can
outside
pick
of the
out.
shop.
I'm still standing behind him. I'm not the same angle as.
He would have like backed up a little bit so he can watch you guys.
Still.
Yeah, you can pick them one up, but
I'm not
it
gonna
wasn't your smoothest move.
like. Well, when I got it, I'd be like, "Hey, has anyone taken? Have you found any of your daggers missing,
No. All accounted for.
including this one?"
He does a quick count of the daggers he has in the pile. Yeah, no, that's right.
Put it in my sheet.
Well, no, you have to pay for that.
I did. That was one of mine.
You got 2 of them?
Yeah.
He counts one more time. No, I definitely had. I had some more. I think you just took one.
And I didn't even show him that I have 2 daggers.
I don't like you. I'm talking to this guy.
Yeah, you have to keep your eye on that one sometimes, but he can be useful. So anyways, we're here on behalf of the King's business, trying to track down a murderer who used one of these knives. If there's anything else you remember about any shady customers coming through the past few days?
I'll be honest. I mean, they all seemed like upstanding adventurers. I mean, there was all sorts of different folks that have come and bought these. So I don't know.
Scare him.
It seems like you're portraying a guy who's been telling the truth, but just in case, we're going to insight check this and not do well.
Or insight. Oh, that is not a 2. That's a period.
Okay, these go 15.
Isn't better.
He's nervous. He's sweating a bit. He's worried. You think he's worried about the fact that someone may have murdered someone else with his merchandise, and that it may get back to him in some way. But it does seem like he's telling the truth.
I do have a question. Do you have a way for the blades you sell to tell that they are your blades from your inventory as compared to maybe someone else selling them? Any markings or anything that make them different?
Maybe. You can do a comparison if you have the murder weapon in question.
That's this one.
I'll pick out one of mine. Be like, here's the one I bought from you.
I gotta pull up more resources. Bear with me.
Wait, I need to add to my inventory.
You guys are making this all complex on me.
Oh,
All right.
I could do worse. I want to like walk away, come around, and come from the other side and scare him again.
Just stabs him. Okay.
Is this shop tall?
No, it's just a little like
It's only like 2
Little
stories.
shop.
I can climb up it just fine.
shab.
Yeah, I need to add another one of those daggers.
All right, you start comparing and contrasting the daggers. The ones that he is selling seem to be plain, unmarked. However, the one that you have is slightly gilded. It looks a little bit more ornate. There's a little bit of gold, and there's a couple of gems embedded as well. There also appears to be a couple of letters inscribed into the hills.
Oh, really? What letters would
This
this
is one of the ones we bought.
They are written in essentially dragony, draconic, sort of. It's like a derivative of draconic.
You said this is the one that was the murder weapon, or the other?
The murder weapon.
I'm going to say that I haven't looked that closely at it, and that this is his expertise of them that he notices that. And at this point, I'm going to pull a helmet out of my backpack, put it on, and read what the letters are.
They would essentially be the same letter, being T twice, so it's TT.
Do we know anyone?
Taskell drawn Teasdale.
There was a dark side to the White
Is that Taskell John was his
Knight.
Taskell drawn.
You guys can roll a history, but it's going to have to be pretty high because this was a pretty obscure detail.
Roll a what?
History.
History.
Tiny Tim.
That's
Go to the
16.
top.
Tiny
top.
Tim's a game leader now.
Nah,
I have no idea. That's a nat one.
Did better than that.
You would be the one that would probably have the highest history. Maybe.
Yeah, it's weird.
I had a +2 for my history.
Mr. Gregory.
Yeah, me too. I'm not
Somebody
proficient in history. I was more interested in the fun sides of the
Remember Alex
skills. From the beginning, I was a very roguish bard.
Orbis,
So
Orville,
just 19.
Baron of Warless Buckus.
14.
Pretty sure a couple of you weren't even there. So.
Wait, we asked. Nobody wanted to come with us.
I know. I was trying to make sure people followed me. Now I want to mess with people.
Now, I mean, we'll tell you guys later. See if you guys remember.
Write it down. Maybe it'll become apparent in the future.
Still want to try to
See,
sneak
do I have-
around
I'm pretty sure I added it to
No,
me.
the seer,
while looking at the dagger. I'll be on the other side of them.
the seer died.
For fun.
Yes.
For funsies.
His name is Tormund.
What did we call that dagger? The Shadow
Shadow
Blast?
Blast.
Thought I added it.
I added it again because you know that one.
How much are those daggers?
How much did you buy it for? I forget.
Well, the ones I paid for. Or down here, you told me 200 for the Shadow Blast dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Just 200 gold? Did you actually take one? The new one? Okay.
The
bought
murder
two,
weapon
so I
would
could
be a
get
little
some.
bit nicer and a little bit more expensive. You could double that to 400.
Oh, I'm planning on keeping it. But
He wants another one.
I'm going to, as we're leaving, I will just subtly leave some gold behind for you.
That's very kind of you. Very magnanimous.
Wait a sec, no.
Wait a sec, no?
I must have put his name down wrong. There's no way that
We're done asking.
He did
his,
say
for his first name and last name starts with a T.
Are we done asking questions?
I don't know. I ain't telling nothing.
I mean, you do know.
Yeah.
Inside check. Yes,
Yeah,
lying.
sure. Did I write that right?
You did write that wrong.
Okay, that's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
thought. Because I'm like, no way.
It's a secret. I don't know who it is either. I just made it up. No, there is
Just thought of random
some
letters.
rhyme to the reason. Don't worry about it. But no, it's not Torlock Holmes.
Yeah, Torlock Tomes.
That would be pretty funny if it wasn't.
Okay, how did you find the Shadow Glass dagger? It's not showing up in mine.
I forgot where I had it, but
Or did you end up buying? Oh well, I'll just make a special custom one.
it was 1d4 necrotic damage. Dagger. Pass through cloth, skin, leaving no visible wounds. Wounds caused by these daggers cannot be stabilized with a medicine check, since all of the damage is internal. I think I might have bought one of the books to get that, so I had it. I just don't remember where. But if we're done asking him questions, before we left, I wanted to just kind of say thank you for your time from his other side of him that he didn't realize I moved around.
Okay.
Because again, he was distracted with the dagger.
He'll
And it's fun.
say, glad that I could be of assistance.
Okay, that one's cool, but it requires you to. The blind dagger of blind sight's really cool.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one does require two as well. If anyone's ever looking for picking up an extra weapon, a magical item, a weapon of warnings.
Cordell, Martin, eventually a small child, looks like basically a beggar child, child of the streets as they say, comes up to you and he says, would you like to buy some perfume? I promise I didn't steal it, I just need some money.
Yes.
This will be 4 gold pieces. No, 5 gold pieces.
Do we have anywhere we need to be other than talking to that guy, or are we going to just try to
I'll
find
give
it.
him 5 gold pieces.
Thank you, sir.
Why do you think
Go
he's
run
being
off.
so generous?
I mean, we could still like
I don't know,
try and go
it's
to
kinda weird.
like ask
I know.
around
Is the perfume good?
shadier side of
Are you
town
smelling
if
it?
anyone's heard word of.
Yeah, I mean, it
attacks at
smells pretty
castle.
good.
Check with contacts to see if anyone else has knowledge of another salesman of that dagger.
Checked with contacts, woo strangers in the way that criminals talk to one another. Use our
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
For smelling it?
I can't find where I got that dagger from because it shows up now. I just don't know what it
31.
came from.
No worries. If you look it up separately, it probably will show you the source. But
I'm trying to do a search for it in the books, and I'm not even finding it there.
damage bonus.
It's really, really strong. Doesn't smell super great.
Does it hurt me as I smell it? It's hurting me clear over here. Oh wait, that's his smell.
You feel like a slight, drowsiness kind of enters your mind, but then it clears up right away.
Do I still see the child anywhere?
He's running. You see him across the way. You see him duck into an alley.
Okay, I'm going to use a 2nd level spell to summon Bucephalus. And I'm going to ride after the child.
Okay.
Oh, now it's getting interesting.
Yeah, now I want to
He's
follow.
he's going to run down the child.
You enter the alley, but you don't see him. There's boxes and detritus scattered amongst the alleyway.
I'm following him.
By the way, Find Steve takes 10 minutes to cast.
That's it.
You can't do that. Boo. Boo.
But would he have been needing to cast him, or would he have already cast him and just be?
We could just say that he already.
Because I know, like with the familiars, you can
It takes
dismiss them to a pocket dimension, and you just pull them out as an action.
He just had to be
You wanna use
Bucephalus
right?
standing
Just
across
take
the
2
way.
minutes.
Yeah, I had a campaign where I
And-
was
and-
using Find
And it's
Steve
easy to
pull cards.
retcon and say, with the loving relationship that this guy has with his horses, that he would have done that first thing.
Oh yeah, easily. He wouldn't be standing out there without Bucephalus nearby.
Either way, he runs down the child. Clinking
Yes.
the farmer. I'm gonna get you.
We
Get off my
follow.
lawn. I vow enmity.
I don't get on you, Amy.
All right, child, come out. I'm going to start crushing these hiding places.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Okay, I'm going to start attacking boxes.
Okay,
Oh,
the child comes out of
so
the
much
second
better.
box.
This is
He
so
says,
much
"No,
more
don't
interesting
hurt
than
me.
possibly
I don't,
that.
please don't hurt me.
Where did you get this perfume?
Some man in a cloak gave it to me. He said to sell it to you, and I could have as much of the gold I got as possible. Please don't hurt me.
Where is the man?
He was in an alley over that way. And he points out an alley down the ways.
Okay. How old is this child?
Like 7.
You got foul digits
I
against
know. I'm
someone.
wondering.
Is there no limit to how many times you can vow?
It's once per rest. What time of day are we in?
Morning.
Morning. Okay.
Yeah. It's a little later in the morning.
Thing with loading.
Guy's done some awful things, but murdered a child.
Not us. I didn't do it.
I'm not even there.
He murdered a cat.
I almost murdered a
He
child.
murdered a cat.
There was
murdered
first there was the slave.
It wasn't murder.
Then there was
It
the
was
slavers.
suffering.
Then some guy named
It's
Mal
called
disappeared.
euthanasia.
Some guy
Then there was
named
some
Mal.
random nobleman.
Okay.
Some
The
random
whole,
Mal guy.
not random Mal. He was a friend.
There was a cat. There was a rabid demon thing. There was.
We tried to kill those bandits. We did
There were
kill
those
them
bandits.
technically, but it just came back multiple times.
All right, child, lead me to the man who gave this to you, and I'll make it worth your while.
Using his undead.
Yeah, he was in that alley over there.
Stay here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the other alley.
I'm going to approach the child and give him 5 gold.
And I'm gonna follow.
And then follow him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm following.
Thank you so
Martin now.
much.
We gotta
Yes,
see
I
this.
don't need to threaten you to have you stay.
Oh, good.
Threaten.
At that point, he runs off.
I was going to reward him, but that's fine.
He's already been rewarded.
Yeah, this kid's a kid who eat like a king for a while.
Yeah, good for him.
I was going to give him more than his money.
You get to the.
I was
the-
going to give him purpose. The purpose of vengeance. You shall now be my squire.
As magical
You
knights, that is your
adopted
right. You
No,
can
no
adopt
choice.
squires. Nor mine. So, you get to the mouth of this alley, and you see at the very back of the alley there's a man in a cloak, just kind of like trying to stay to the shadow.
Trying to say.
I will approach the man on my horse and say, "You there? Are you selling perfume?"
Stink in a bottle.
He looks up and he's kind of a grody looking man. Looks like he's been chewing on some sort of herbs that's been dribbling down his face. Do I look like a man who sells perfume to you? I'm sure you could use some, but I don't sell it.
I'm going to insight check. Is that alright?
What are you trying to insight? Whether he sells perfume?
Whether he's lying.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, no, he definitely doesn't sell perfume.
The part that he's lying, he's definitely lying. He wishes he had perfume.
I'm going to hold up the bottle.
He
Did
definitely
you give
wishes
this
he
to a
looked
child
like
to
a
sell to
person
me?
who sells perfume.
There's a roll of insight on it.
6. I wasted my good roll.
He looks it up and down and he says,
I just mentioned this.
he spits a glob of black liquor to the ground. He
You want
says,
one side, the other.
no, I ain't seen nothing like that in my life.
How much you want to bet this man doesn't make it out of this alley alive?
If he runs towards us, I'm tripping.
Show up to this alley from above, though, and be looking down at it.
Rather than insight checking him, I
I
want
really wanted to be watching
To-
this, but
play to my strengths here. I'm going to have Bucephalus rear back. I'm going to draw my weapon. I'm going to say, "Tell me what you know." I do an intimidation check.
Oh, immediately up to 11. Then.
Roll a 1, 4, 10.
Drops his sword on the ground, falls off his horse.
It's too narrow now. He's trying to pull this
That's when
lens out.
Bucephalus suddenly relieves himself. You Bucephalus, I didn't even know you could do
When
that.
the horse rears back, your puppy falls out of his little hidey hole and comes up and starts looking at the man's fingers. He's like, oh, this thing's so cute. Ah! Ah! It's on fire.
Mongrel, back up. We'll hop back up in the saddle. I'll see that you watch yourself, stranger. I'm going to pull out the vial of perfume. I'm going to smash it on the ground at his feet. I'm going to ride away.
I'm gonna stay and watch while the perfume gets
Oh, yeah.
smelly's done. See what happens to this dude. He's just gonna fall over.
Yeah.
That fart spray.
Exactly. Perhaps some death thing. Because I'm still guaranteeing this man's not alive.
You guys are there
Yeah,
wagering
he
on it?
falls
I'd go
unconscious.
wager on that.
Drops to the
Do it.
ground in a kind of gross mess.
you hear a faint.
All right, you win. He's still alive, right? Watch for a second, make sure he's still breathing.
Yeah, he's still
Good job.
Interesting. I'm going to dismount from Bucephalus and I'm going to go through his clothes.
Yeah, you go through his clothes, you find a great deal of weaponry. There's crossbows, there's daggers. You find some more herbs. You actually find quite a few different herbs of various mixtures and several tinctures. You're not quite sure what they do. You do find some similar bottles to ones that the perfume came out of.
That's what I thought. Do I find any sort of identification?
You wouldn't really have any idea on him.
potions of his perfumes. How
Okay.
many does he have?
Let's take a look here. Of the same one that he gave you, he would have 3.
If I were to believe in a religion, I would pick one that allows me to murder and
How much
And
would
also
a
steal
scrolls of
that-
identified cost?
I wish I could have been there to hear you say that.
But this is also why I don't believe in gods.
What level is identify?
First or second?
Yeah, I'm sure you could find one for like 100 gold.
I'll buy 5 of them. There's been too many times.
Yes, that's good.
5 of what?
Identify.
Did I tell you
Scroll
what you got?
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah,
We
you
really
said
need a
3
wizard.
Yep.
knockout potions.
They're essence of ether. If you
We
want
knew one of
to-
those
yeah,
once.
That's
House.
good.
Why'd you have
Does
to
any
go
of
with
his
it?
weapons appear to be of good quality?
No, they're all pretty cheap.
So are
We
you
don't
going to
find-
kill him?
We don't find any shadow glass daggers on him, do we?
Not on him, no.
Okay, fair enough.
I will say you do find that the man does have a tattoo of a pair of dice on his calf.
I know. I was super confused.
Calf.
He doesn't know where his calf is.
I was about to say bicep, tricep, elbow, forearm. Right on my
See, I went right
Tibia?
on.
Right on the elbow. When he jiggles his elbow, it rolls.
Do I recognize the tattoo?
They look like dice.
Okay. Does he have any papers on him?
No.
Okay.
Well-
Show him why the tattoo is there. I'll content myself with taking his valuable poisons.
Okay.
Does he have a needle that would have been put tattooed on?
New fighting style.
One doesn't have
People
any
who
deal, but-
get tattoos don't just then go walking around with the
I
tattoo
don't really
needle.
know what this guy, crazy guy, might have done.
That's
No, I'd say you wouldn't really find that on him.
Seems to be rather weird. I'll just go back to the square and I will start cleaning Bucephalus's hooves.
I'm just going to hang out in the square.
Yeah, and just
Alright.
watch for more excitement.
While
Oh,
we're
yeah,
doing that,
definitely.
unless you didn't come with me, but we had talked about going after the shop, going and just asking around shady
You can find any
businesses, just
places.
doing our criminal contacting.
We're looking for anyone else that sells this kind of
People
dagger.
that might know about, the
Or know of
dagger,
that.
or just know about, hearsay rumors about knowledge about the king's attack.
I would say that through extensive searching, roll an investigation. Actually, I might give you an extra tidbit on how, depending on how well you roll.
All right.
I rolled only good with my pickpocket or my stealth, so. Oh, don't reload.
Oh, I dropped my apple.
Oh wait, I forgot. I ride back to find that child.
I've been ran away.
Did you say roll investigation?
Disappointing.
Oh, thanks.
What's
So
on
that's-
it?
Yeah,
that's
investigation.
nice.
Yeah.
I got 11.
Not gonna help. Oh, and that one.
Oh. You essentially obtain the same information that a great deal of weaponry has been shipped from Darkwell. A lot of it is like magical in nature. And it all ties back to Baron Von Baron or whatever his name is.
I know.
Yeah, so Baron Von Baron's. It definitely seems like his enterprise, which was helped along by you guys, is thriving. These are all exports, it seems, from his trade with the city of Ulthanthar.
So, more or less same information of location it comes from.
Although you would also know that recently trade is kind of faltered off due to some issues with the city of Darkwell. Apparently the light has been flickering.
The light.
Are
like over the city.
Oh, that's the one that has the.
Arch.
Okay.
That's the one with the city, the arch, and you have to go through that and cross the water to go down back.
Well,
Or is the portal still there?
can't solve every problem.
We're just the squad.
All right, guys. If we come meet up with you guys later, I'm just gonna be like, well, dead end. I say we go to hell.
Fair enough. Probably find answers there.
I said my investigation wasn't high enough to know much better.
Oh,
It's kinda
any of you
boring.
guys know anything about initials TT? The shopkeeper pointed them out on this dagger in Draconic.
It's not draconic, actually.
Oh,
It's a
what's it?
derivative of draconic.
Okay.
Test? No.
It does look familiar to some writing you've seen in the past. You're welcome to roll history to find out.
Everyone?
Well, if we're coming back and telling you guys about it. Wow.
I
rolled
got it.
I
a
will say that
everyone.
I already did
You
mine
tried it.
earlier because
Oh, yeah, you used your brain thing, right?
yeah, to read it, but I wouldn't necessarily know what the language was.
Is that not part of the spell?
I rolled a whopping 11. History.
I got a 16.
Would I understand more of it? Or
You would recognize.
It says you can. Oh, it says you can cast. Yeah, just cast it.
I'll just give it to you guys. You would recognize that it is similar to the writing that you found in the runes throughout that have been scattered throughout Anvillion. This is script of ancient Netherese.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time with the books that were in that language. So.
Hi, Aries.
Honestly, if that cursed book imparted any actual comprehension of the language, I might be fluent in the written version of that by now.
Hey, my love. What? It's a beautiful day. Actually, just kidding. Someone roll D100 for me.
You were then you're cool.
It was a beautiful day.
Do it
Until-
muscling with the big ball.
Fire Nation attack.
10.
43.
No, take it from me. It's the funniest thing.
Shake it.
Beautiful golden clouds fill the sky rather suddenly, coming from the northeast. Almost like a storm cloud blowing through. However, instead of rain, a light misting of gold powder covers everything. From all appearances, this appears to be real gold. And it accumulates about half an inch.
I'm gonna hold on a bag.
How
People
does the
react.
populace react to it?
That's my question.
Yeah, I start gathering that up.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's just uncommon weather.
So how much can we gather at a time?
Yeah.
We're all gathering
only if it's
this
silver.
powder.
I
Literally don't care. I'm just
Yeah,
pressing
I
it
mean,
on.
how long do you want to spend just gathering up like half an inch of gold powder?
So
I'm gonna gather in a 10-foot radius.
Okay. So, doing math, you get a good amount of gold powder.
Alright.
10 inch by a 10-foot radius. So
I'm not
pi
gonna
r
do that.
squared times 2.
Yeah, let's do this.
At this point,
Just give me
really
enough,
what I
fake
have
me a
now.
number here.
You get a good big sack full of gold powder. I'd say it's probably equivalent to 100 gold pieces.
Let me see if you want to do quick math. You
For
can do 25
everyone
times
can gather
3,
that,
point
or-
something,
Yeah, if
seven,
you want to.
say
and then you'd have to
80 times 2 is
break down the
660.
weight of gold.
Well, if you say it's like 160 something,
But it is in powder form.
It's okay. I'd rather have that than. Do you know how much work it is to turn coins into a powder?
I'm gonna gather the powder that I collect up into a pile. I'll have Mongrel breathe fire on it and melt it down into a nugget.
Okay.
Now instead of powder, you have a giant hunk of 100 gold pieces.
You have a
worth.
nugget.
Much better.
how much did you say it was? Of
Well, if you spend the same amount of time.
Wait,
as you
shape
did,
it into the right shape?
100 gold pieces.
All right. So now we go through the hoop.
Yeah,
I'm down.
nothing's happening up here.
Okay, well we have to put the hoop somewhere.
I'm just here to watch.
Yes, we should put it somewhere safe.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Oh yeah.
It's right here in the open square.
Potion cellar?
Did we leave it somewhere already?
No, one of us has
Wait,
it.
do we want to pay a kid to go through and scout for us?
Nobody comes back. We can't pay someone to go in.
No,
and
we were
not
gonna
come
have
back.
someone go in with whatever stone.
Sending
Sending
stone?
stone?
Sending stone.
See if we can
Did
communicate.
those go across the plane?
We would test it.
I don't know.
Maybe it's on the same plane. Maybe it just leads back to
Scouting is for wimps.
Coin Bottom's mine.
Let's find a secure place and I'll go first.
Okay.
Actually,
I am very
I'm
much in
gonna keep
favor
my
of
trust. I'm keeping it with
Buy
coin bottom.
something before I jump in.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say keep it with coin bottom. I feel like we can trust him. We always know where to find him. Relatively, like
Yep. And he has a vested interest in keeping us
Stack
stealthy.
of the
We've
woodlands.
made him a lot of money.
Cody, can she buy something before she jumps in the ring?
Oh yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Please do.
Stack of the woodlands.
Let me check what it is.
Staff.
Of the woodlands.
Krishna, do you still have that wooden quarterstaff you got from the magic tree?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, it says it casts sending.
Considering what I sure hope so.
Yeah, I've got one too. I just don't know what it does.
You can find it for 3,500 gold.
I've got a.
Okay.
What's the really one?
It does say that sending stones do cross the plains.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
We'll buy a couple more.
Yeah, cross plains. Because depending on the version that
In
you're
the shop
working
here,
with.
how much would a pair of sending stones be? They come in pairs, so you can talk about that. I forgot how much they were when we last got, but that was somewhere else. I think we were in church or something. Oh no, we bought them in
Sending
I'll
stones.
say that
I forgot how much we bought them for.
if I'm remembering right, they're each like $500 for a pair.
Alright, Cody, got some crazy ones for you, if they can be found at all.
Okay.
Uh,
One more thing. In buying the staff, you would have heard that you can get the same staff for a heck of a lot cheaper up in West Key or Frostford.
I have a lot of money.
Or trade.
I don't care.
I literally just got gold from this guy.
I'm living in it. Like,
Oh, are you using the gold powder?
well, no. I mean, I just use.
Staff of power.
Yeah, you wouldn't find that here.
Okay.
Sounds too powerful.
Alright, so, Martin.
This is
Wait,
for
we gotta
me,
find a
but
safe place for the ring first.
But you do hear rumors that you may find one in West Keys.
West
Alright.
Key might find one of those there
Yeah.
too. Ah, screw hell. Let's go there.
Where we should put the hoop.
Well, I was thinking if we go.
What could I
Can
do
you hand me a
to get
cola?
dragon skin?
vanilla?
Requires a team.
Kill a dragon.
That one I think that's the shield does. This is
Yeah, I almost did for that.
Well, ask him if you could just buy it.
It's like super rare. Like I don't even know
It
if you can
depends.
even buy it. I want it.
Huh.
What is it again?
What about
Dragon skin.
Dragon skin.
that one would go with
What's his rating?
Yeah, this is another character that
I don't seem to think that it's all that rare. It's been a while since I looked it up.
which is Dwarven Plate's actually it's like a trade off from like technically you can find like +3 armor, which is
This is
better,
very
but-
rare.
It
Oh,
is
very
rare.
I'll say this for that sort of magic item. You hear rumors from
That's
the
right, you're
shops
You're
and
kind of
whatnot
clear.
that you could find it if you went to
actually
Trakan.
dwarves.
One of the cities in
Yeah,
Trakan
actually,
sells
I
it.
don't think it comes on that
Very rare. Requires attunement.
because I had that.
Well,
Make
let's
this
go
guy
talk to the
specific
king
clear.
and have
Yeah.
him put the hoop in his treasury.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
sure
gonna
that's
say
a
that'd
very
be.
secure place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, when we make it back, we'll be in his treasury.
I like his optimism.
So does
Martin, you have a belt of strength, right?
I do.
How much would it cost to upgrade my breastplate +2 to +3?
$1 million.
+3 is pretty expensive.
I already have a +2.
Pretty sure I am just rocking. Oh no, never mind. I remember. I'm not rocking standard armor by any means. I picked fashion over armor class.
Yeah, don't blame.
But I get a +1, and then I can turn it into any clothing I want, basically.
Sorry.
That is very much up Vance's alley.
Legendary.
Bought this legendary.
+3.
Oh wow. I didn't realize they were that hard to find.
Usually are.
So does anyone want to get like a +3 bow? And
Yeah, you can find one for 50,000.
A +3 breastplate.
How much?
In trade, you
Okay.
could probably pay off like. You could probably get 10 grand for your current armor. So 40K
40,000 to.
if you wanted to trade.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, I don't have that much gold.
How much?
I have a +2 breastplate.
+2 you can find for 30,000.
Oh, that's like.
You have that much money?
I had that much until I spent a bunch.
You guys have gotten some good paychecks.
Yeah, but I wasn't around for them.
I spent a lot of money.
So does King Dan have a safe place to put the hoop while we?
Yeah, he can put it in his treasury.
Okay.
Yeah, you approach King Dan and you say, you make your request if you can put the hoop in the treasury. They're gonna explain like that you're going into this and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, he's totally down with it.
So you can watch us go in and then you stow it, or you can go in and then stow. We'll stow after.
I'll stow it after you go in.
Okay.
He has some secrets.
All right. Martin goes in with the sending stone. Does he respond?
Nope. Don't hear anything from him.
Other than
Start radio silence.
or vengeance.
I found that little kid.
Not sure he's here.
I found him. Well,
Oh,
at least
yeah.
I found
Oh,
his
it's
corpse.
Sending. It can be a different plane of existence, but there's a 5% chance the message does not arrive.
So on a D20, if you roll a 1.
You know, we haven't really been playing by the actual sending spell either. So I'll say that these are modified sending stones. That they're more like walkie-talkies, a little bit more short distance, but they don't have the 25 word limit.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well,
If you want to buy some actual sending stones that actually follow the rules, I'll say you can try it.
how much?
For these, I'd say 400 gold.
400?
Actually, no, excuse me. 500.
Done.
Right, now you have some actual sending stones.
Okay. Actual sending stone. Go in. You can only use it once. 25 word limit. It goes across the plains.
Yep.
Done. Martin goes in.
Just remembered.
Does he die?
That's the last time you see him ever again.
Well, that's it.
I mean, he has to be in here so I can describe what he sees.
No. He accepted the risk and went in of his own volition.
Well,
Things were learned.
I mean, I'm not gonna let him have all the fun.
I'm gonna roll and dive in after him. Why not?
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's go. I'm going.
Yeah. I'm going.
I risk it to get this
Masalid. Krishna.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose on the loot.
Okay.
Let me pull up the map.
Head first, you land head first in a pool of water.
Come on, squirrel.
Into lava.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
Do we have
take
to
it
hoop like lying down and
I
we're
said, by the
jumping
way, I
in, or is it
totally
like
take
up
it
and
to
we're
her back.
jumping
I
through
would
this
give
way?
it
I imagine we orient it to
Because
be
last time
most
someone was
hilarious.
standing and they went like this.
It was probably one
I
of
like
those
it being
scenes
just
like,
on the floor,
oh,
personally.
That's why
Yeah,
Storm
just
liked
jumping
it so
in.
much.
Yeah.
Nice tuck and roll right on into
Feet
it.
first.
That makes
Right.
so much more sense.
I look like Sonic just.
For the record, now that everyone knows about that money, we have a second bag of holding.
Yeah, since
If
I
you
did
put them
know.
both together, you get an explosion.
Yeah, true.
And we have the hole too. Is that? Do I remember that we have the hole? Yeah. Okay. So we have
I
two
think
bags
I'm
and a
carrying
hole.
all of them, so.
Well, maybe we should. Can I take one of them? Because I'm constantly hiding stuff. Cool.
Oh, come on. So I want the mouse. It's not
Watching
Like
working.
the loop that I pull,
I
not
will
loop,
follow
the part
and-
that I pull out as soon as we're on the other side.
So did I go through first?
Yes.
Yeah.
You went first, and then we've had
And
several
you didn't
people that followed.
respond.
I did not respond.
You can respond.
Well,
Are you
before I
wanting?
went through, I would have asked Kristen to cast Reduce on Bucephalus to send him after me.
Okay. All right. Let me just put this on the screen.
Where's that heart? Apparently, I never advertised it to my inventory.
Come on. Come on. There's a bit on the. I'll dive in head first.
Who catches fire?
There
we go.
Good.
All right. You got minis.
Growing boy. My mini is somewhere.
What did you do with my minis? You fixed both of them.
Well, one of them's over here. The other one's over there somewhere.
My mini's on there.
Where is my?
Come
You have it.
Yes.
This is where we all pop up.
Yep.
See face down.
I want to get a cookie or two, if that's all right.
Who else jumps in?
I did, but I'm gonna land on my feet.
You land on your feet. Oh, dang it.
If they went in head first, I went in feet first.
Yeah, I did a few
He lands
minutes
on his head.
I'm opposite of what everyone else is going.
No, I do it like I'm going in a pool that's too cold.
Who had the other end of the sending stone?
No, I look like I did.
Oh.
Because I'm the one that bought it.
All the sending
We
stones
would have
are in.
asked for
All
that.
right.
Well, we would have waited for a response before she left in.
Well, can you grab the mini behind the Shrek-topus?
If he would have left in, we would have used them. And then after a response, then we would have gone through.
Oh!
Sorry.
Set him on the throne over there.
We would have had a response before everyone else jumped in.
Someone to slay.
I also need 2 Meroliths. I don't know if you're gonna find.
I'm
something
still in
like
your
that.
campaign thing, right?
Should be.
Okay.
I forget what Meroliths are.
Aren't the
They're
instruments of the bards
so
part of,
they're
the
like
standard?
the Hindu goddess with the 6 arms, but they have a
Oh.
snake body.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Bilford Bowden is in there. I don't see Vance.
Good cuckoo is.
Well, Bilford is it's the same character.
Yeah.
Like literally the same
Would
character.
there have been anything?
Just change the
I
Yeah,
changed
it's
the name
not
so if
outer
anyone was
space.
looking at my screen, they saw Bilford
From
and
outer
not me.
space.
Which I did.
Would Martin have said anything in response when he
The
first went
water's
through
fine. Come on in.
before we all jumped in after?
He would have been. Let me take care of these guys first.
What? So as soon as he goes in, all contact is severed.
Yep, I'm jumping in.
All right.
But Shauna goes in like she's getting in a pool that's too cold. Like gets her leg all the way in there trying to find footing, then brings in the other one, slowly lowers herself in.
Just kind of crowds out.
The foot's sticking out, and I'm just like,
If that's how it worked.
Is anyone else not going through the hoop?
No, we all decided to go through.
All right. So you all go through, and because of the orientation, you basically like fall into a pile because you're like going down, but then it was sideways. Very, very hard to orient, but the monk, it makes sense. She also went through really slowly, so crawls out and makes it all right. Okay, everyone level up. You guys are on a new plane of existence. And while you level up, I'll give you time to prepare this conversation that's going to happen.
While we level up, can we also stand up?
Yeah.
Everybody on your feet. Let's go.
There's no way you don't have access to the DMG.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah, why is it not showing up when I look for it?
Level 11?
Cody, don't forget about that divine restoration spell.
I forgot to give that to you guys, didn't I? It's basically greater restoration, but
I know
works
that.
on-
He does.
Oh,
Level isn't it?
Erheim, you get a neat spell.
Use your action.
I forgot to message this to you guys, but basically you get divine restoration now, which essentially is like greater restoration, but it works on like god level curses. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Actually, I did like that.
Once per long rest. It's a 5th level ritual spell. Divine restoration.
Well, now I have something as a level 11, but I'm going to forget that I can do this unless my app does it for me. I have reliable talent.
So, is it an official spell? The divine restoration?
Nope, it's one I made up.
Okay, is there a way to add homebrew spells?
I have no
I
idea.
just added some notes.
There is a way.
Okay.
Level up, Quill.
Well, you did the long rest first.
It does it. It does both. I'm not multi-classing.
Oh, just for the sake of whatever, you can level up now. I mean, I'll give it to you when you were long rest here before too long. Let's see. Don't need that.
Yeah. 6 level spells.
Where's Microsoft Word? There we go. Oh, I need to get Discord on here.
Everything I'm learning.
That's the 8?
That's the 8.
6th level spells?
Usually it looks more like the 10, but with 4 sides.
Yeah.
But this, I guess it does if you look at it that way. I guess I wasn't looking at it right.
Still second 12 to me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the 12. Oh no, that's the 10.
That's
Teleport spell. That's the 12. No, that's the 4. This is the 12.
I like this. My investigation.
Yeah.
That's the 12.
I like the reliable talent.
Oh, yeah.
My proficiencies, I have investigation, perception, dexterity, or sleight of hand, and stealth.
Go into your spells.
Anything basically a 9 or lower gets
Check
turned
that
into
out.
10.
6th level spells.
That's Timu.
I've seen that. Is that
Gonna
the
be-
blood spider one?
Yeah.
I thought of this one. This is one in particular I thought about because of it. And the whole thing.
My wife and dad bought metal dice here locally And I got
Paste.
that set and 2 other metal dice sets, plus this bag here for like $22.
Worst time to have this light.
Perfect.
Look at this.
All right, I have posted in the
T-Move,
chat
T-Move.
exactly what you guys would be seeing right now at the moment under NPCs.
I might want to get this set because that actually looks pretty nice. Other
Yeah.
than the whole stab your hand, then you'll get some real blood on it.
Let's see. Where are we?
Well, now my sleight of hand and stealth basically can't fail. Because of reliable talent. I like this.
Nice. Dude's got hoofs for feet.
All right, is everyone ready to go?
Satyr.
Or we need a little bit more time?
Or just a double. Oh yeah, they get 6 attack. They get a total of 7. Yeah, 7,
Basically,
including
that's
their
what we
tail.
see.
Their tail, they can trigger.
Oh, it's time to
Can't grapple
You
you.
gotta beat them up
And
quick.
then,
They're pretty nasty.
Oh yeah, they are freaky nasty.
What are they called?
It's like a getaway.
Marilids.
Just remember, you do the tail attack first before the arm attacks.
Okay.
Because I think the tail attack restrains or grapples them. And then, exactly.
These are just what's in front of us that way.
Was
Right?
one of the creatures I always wanted to bring up.
And, do we see anything else around? Like anyone else?
This isn't what it
He wants
appears.
to kill us.
I know.
So they're pretty
You're-
much-
We're
in the
also
center
level 11, so.
Of essentially a palace court.
Do I see traces of anyone else having been where we're at?
Roll
Is that-
perception.
Use my newfound skill at not failing at this. Aha. Oh, cool. 19 plus 10. I got 29 perception.
You would have noticed a couple things.
I know it's a bag. Is there
And another bag.
a little flag?
You would notice that
You didn't need a 29
there's a rather large demon hiding behind one of the statues. And you also notice
It's like
there's,
this. His
there's
head's
some
behind
smaller
it, but
movement
everything else
behind
is exactly
all
like
of the other statues. Although none quite as noticeable as the one behind that
And
one.
these statues
Hey,
are
Guru.
about.
Does this look like the same place you came through the first time you went through the hoop?
He didn't go through
It
it.
wasn't the hoop.
I
It
think
was
he
a
didn't
random
go through the
portal, wasn't it?
Yeah, random teleport.
I will say this. The miasma, which comes from the portal whenever it's opened, the same miasma that caused the twisting in the carnival, is omnipresent here. Those who do not have the charms that they got from the carnival instantly feel the effects of the twisting. Cuckoo, cuckoo, you can fly again.
Sweet.
I have my charm.
You have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had it. I pocketed it, and make sure no one's taking it from me.
I don't have a charm from the carnival. However, does anything about my time here give me any benefit?
You know, I never considered that. I think I'll give that some thought. What
So-
you do
And
to-
or detriment.
The
Wait, another something.
the hook portal, is it still there?
No,
Oh,
it's gone.
We can't see it where the hole. So it's just left on because we never, unless the king's smart enough to remember what we said. If he recorded it.
I'm pretty sure the king is smart enough.
Did he hear?
If he
Martin
does
say
it, if he's not smart enough, then he can pay people who are smart enough.
But until then, he's got an open portal. He's walking around.
I
You
don't
heard
see
it.
a bad. So,
Maybe would have told him.
lots of demons.
Oh, yeah, there's pretty much everything around the portal, including that.
That
big
guy looks like he's in charge. Is he doing or saying?
He will now, since everyone sounds like everyone's ready. I'll actually give a description of him. Standing 9 feet tall, he appears as a lithe, muscular, large humanoid. His skin is shown like polished obsidian, and his eyes glitter with malevolent green light. He has yellowed fangs, pointed ears, and 6 slender fingers decorating each hand. It should also be noted he has 6 small black horns, kind of half hidden amongst his thick black hair. However, one of the horns appears to be completely broken, And as you look closer at the throne, you realize there are 2 cannonballs embedded in the throne. One right above his head, about where that horn would be, and another one just below between his legs.
Wonder where those came from.
For the cannonballs, I thought father.
Wait, did we shoot cannonballs?
No, we didn't shoot them.
As a shield against cannon fire.
We used it as a shield against an orc cannon fire.
Oh, that's funny.
It's not.
Yeah.
It almost
We,
solved 2
we
problems
didn't
at
shoot
once.
them.
We didn't know.
We were being shot at.
He doesn't know that we have anything to do with that.
Okay.
Next to him are 2 snake ladies with 6 arms, all holding swords.
Shit!
Is he my illegitimate father?
It should also be described that despite
I was
his
growing horns, growing 6
demonic
fingers earlier.
characteristics, the man is rather attractive.
Black hair.
All right. Oh,
Yeah, he's attractive, but it loses its attractiveness after about the 6th foot. Then it becomes unwieldy.
We're gonna get on Bucephalus, we're face to face.
Another thing that you would notice is that he's wielding a long, acid-drenched greatsword, which should look familiar to all of you.
Party.
Drenched.
Does it look
What am I
like
going to
swords
do
in the carnival?
at home?
It is the exact same sword from the carnival.
The one we destroyed?
Yes.
It's another one?
Is he holding it?
He is.
Oh.
Do we see Sorrel anywhere?
You do not.
Sorrel!
You should direct him towards the.
I don't know. Here, I'll give you I'll put another photo in the chat, one that shows him holding the sword. Bear with me a second.
I'm going to elbow Vance. Talk to him.
Sorry.
Uh,
Hello, esteemed one.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just gonna put it
And I
in.
will walk forward and then very respectfully bow.
Well, just the question is,
Uh-huh.
if we pop in here compared to there, would we be in the same spot? Because those cannons are not where we just went in. And yet they still nearly took them out.
There we
Actually, that's a
go.
good point. I wouldn't pick up on that detail
You
because I
would've known
wasn't there
about
for
the
that.
cannon.
So you guys might pick up and be like, okay, this is the same place.
Processing. What's that supposed to
This
be?
must be always connected to this location.
Yeah.
This is where
And the
it goes
question
to
would
the
be
center.
is where would Sorrel be?
Well, and from here. what-
Okay. I put another photo in the chat. All right, conversation time.
Nice.
Just like
jump on that guy. Or is that-
There's the part of me that's always tempted to take a feat, but we are just going to max out my charisma finally.
I kind of want to try to sneak up on that guy to see if I can talk to him unless he growls at me.
Sorry, I'm getting my
Sneak
inner
up on the boss?
inner
He the
demon
boss?
here.
I'm not talking to him. I'm hunting.
Ah, so you were the ones who defeated Nepenthe. Am I also safe to assume that you're the one that hurled these at me?
That would be incorrect. They were hurled at us, and 2 of them happened to pass through the gate.
I see. I have to admit, it was quite the surprise.
Well, honored one, we came here for multiple reasons, but one of them was that a companion of ours passed this way through the portal some time ago. Do you always guard this entrance to the realm?
Well, this is my palace.
Would you happen to know of the sort of wizard named Sorrel? Not much
yes.
of a wizard.
Kind of scrawny fellow, about this tall, yes?
Yep. Summons random useless things. Mostly useless, sometimes useful.
That was quite entertaining, until it wasn't.
Right? Yes.
And he looks to the corner. If you actually turn to where he's looking, you'll see An entire section of the palace is torn apart and broken to the outside air.
Guys, I think you find me something to Trask. Yeah.
I feel you should know. What would you say? Tasha worked quite hard preparing that carnival. If I were you, I would watch your backs.
Well, the carnival's still intact, right? You guys left it intact?
I mean, the carnival itself.
No.
Carnies are still.
The carnies are still
They still have stuff around.
Oh yeah.
It's just not quite the same.
Sword is the. There was some
Sword's
sword.
gone. Whatever person.
But either way, we'll take that under good advisement.
Lucky for you, I was growing tired of her affections. I feel it's time to move on, try something new. He looks really critically at all the women in the group, and his eyes linger.
Are you a demon or a devil?
My name is Graz'zt. I am indeed a demon.
Are you friends with Orcus?
He spits vile green acid onto the ground. That disgusting monstrosity wouldn't know how to have a good time if it came up and punched him in the face.
Good. Then we're all in agreement.
Well,
Certainly, none of us would have any dealings with him.
that does sound like a good time.
So we'll just take Sorrel off your hands and be on our way.
Yes. Sorrow. I hate to say it, but he's not here at the moment.
Is he dead?
He's not dead.
Oh, that's good.
What made things easier?
Oh, boy.
So,
It's true.
do we need to just wait for him? He'll come back. Is he at lunch? A break? Taking a midday nap?
Looking around, is there a flaming circle where we came in from?
No.
Yeah, he said it was gone. Yeah.
No trace of where we came.
But
So,
now that he's
obviously.
talking, I'm realizing that I'm assuming that hoop was specifically also connected to the carnival and intentionally tied to this guy's realm.
Very much intentional. Yes, I hate to say it, but he's at my proving grounds.
Oh, okay. Maybe one of your women can go get him, and then we'll be out of your hair.
Not quite so fast. What's the rush?
I was gonna say, this sounds fun. What's the proving grounds?
Something we can watch.
It is a palace of pleasure.
Sounds like my kind of thing.
One of my vacation spots, if you know what I mean.
What is Sorrel? What is his function there?
Partaker or
No, don't.
provider?
Are you asking for specifics?
No.
I've checked in from time to time.
Oh, God. Don't check it.
I could show you personally.
Don't.
Just general.
He shrinks down to dwarf size.
He's a very handsome dwarf. No longer over 6 feet tall.
Now he's just too short.
These picky women, so hard to please.
I'm gonna see him do that and be like, "Oh, cool, you can do that too," and I'm gonna mirror him.
Ooh, this could get fun quite fast.
Oh, this is probably the first time you saw me do that in front of you. Actually change form. I don't know if that means you clue in or not, but
Well, you were looking like Guilford just barely.
I've been looking like
Chance
Wilford
would be
today.
gone
Did you
now.
just get a shorter Guilford, or?
No, I
Shorter
can make myself
Guilford.
look a bit taller than I am. So if any of you had ever tried to punch me in the face while I was pulling the guys,
Fly out of your head if you don't.
So, Nepenthe here, and he taps his sword, tells me that you fought quite admirably. Is this true? Is this true?
Absolutely not.
I beg to differ.
Fought what? I'm sorry.
Admirably.
Fought well.
And under what context? Sorry, I missed that. That's the
Well,
lead.
you guys fought against the sword.
At
Yes.
the carnival,
Oh,
But
they
certainly
fought.
not
I was
admirably.
nearly murdering a child.
Why
so.
not admirably? Why not?
Well, he's saying that you fought quite admirably.
Yes, no, we didn't.
Because we're not trying to impress him. I can truthfully say I did not. I was.
I love that
I
you
did not
say that out
participate.
loud.
Yes, exactly. you there. What is your name?
Voyagana.
A beautiful name. Well, boy, Shauna, he looks at your rippling muscles. You look quite strong, if I might say so myself. There's no need for bashfulness around these parts.
It's not bashful.
And yeah, he's telling the truth. He isn't wearing very much.
I know.
I would like to get close to him.
Okay. He looks at you. Now, all of these living, beautiful creatures before me, I could get along with quite well, but you, I would consider a challenge.
Because he's not living?
We may be enemies with Orcus, but you are a self-proclaimed demon. Let me use my divine sense.
Okay.
Is he,
Make sure he's a demon.
is he evil?
Yeah, he's so evil.
Wow.
On the scale of 1
I'm
to
sure
10,
glad he used his divine sense
He's
for that.
literally got a palace in
You
hell.
got
What do you
this
expect?
guy, like a bunch of others. You got these.
I mean,
Is he
lawful.
evil though?
Typically, they're
Be
lawful.
a nice demon.
I need to get the smell. Need the olfactories
Yeah.
to really pick it up.
It doesn't say I can pick up on alignments with it, but given that I've used it quite a bit, can I smell whether he's chaotic evil, neutral evil, or lawful?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me actually pull up the stats for this.
Don't get it.
Wait. I'm gonna pull out the book. I'm just gonna look him up in this book.
Every woman that
Okay.
does that, no.
Oh boy.
Stop.
Chaotic evil.
Oh boy.
The best of evils. Excuse me.
I find lawful emotions offensive.
More offensive,
Ooh.
but easier to work with.
Just
that
slide
way.
it over.
Yeah.
You've never sold your soul to the devil?
You never sold your soul to the devil.
I said you've never sold your soul to the devil?
No.
Bucephalus is going to start acting
I don't
real
believe in
antsy.
gods. I even less believe in devils.
I mean, it's hard to not believe in him when he's right here.
It's more just a question of their omnipotence.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So, well,
I don't think they're
he's
omnipotent,
obvious, but I do not believe
Are you
in
able
his
to sense
overwhelming
what
power.
Bucephalus is
I mean, it's
feeling?
overwhelming compared to me.
Compared to
He's
you.
got some real strong
It's
urges
very
going on
overwhelming.
right now.
Should I give him the ultimate love
This
potion?
guy is part horse.
Yeah, he definitely wishes that there were other nightmare creatures nearby.
So, I guess, if you could just point us to the exit, and we'll proving grounds first, then exit. Yes.
Well, I mean, that's been my plan all along, was to take you to my proving grounds.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? Or I can look it up in the book. Why is it called the Proving Grounds?
No, I don't know. Don't answer that question. I feel, yes.
Oh, that's a good question. Why is it called the proving grounds? Well, you see, that's where you prove whether you can be part of the program.
And is that what Sora was trying to do?
Oh, he made the program.
Wait, he made it?
Indeed.
Great.
What is the program?
Somewhere.
Ah. Top secret, I can't say.
We should at least find out.
How
Can I
long
see it in
has
the
Sorrel been here?
I don't think that would be included in the book because
Yeah, like how
Graz'zt would have specifically asked
I wonder if time
for
is the
that
same.
to be secret.
It's been like a while.
Ah, I see you have Natasha's book.
Oh, this is Natasha's book?
Yes, indeed.
The Demonomicon that I got from...
Yes.
Okay.
Go ask your mom.
Oh, Natasha is the lady that we met in
Ask your
Orlando,
parent
right?
before
It
you
is
come
in
back.
fact the same person. As I said, I grew tired of her affections. In that regard, you're lucky. I consider it kind of a gift that you messed up that carnival.
Wait a second. Natasha. Does she go by Tasha?
Oh yes, she has many names. Tasha, Igwilv,
We met Tasha.
Vilna. Fires me up thinking about her.
Does she have a last name?
And it's obvious that's the worst part.
What is her last name? Where's my phone?
She wouldn't, like, use the
Doesn't
initials
leave anything
TT,
to
would
the
she?
imagination.
No, she would not.
Okay.
It's like a sword.
I guess after I asked her, I realized that her actual initial would be an N, so...
Yes, she. Together we made that carnival, and she used her wish spells to bewitch those poor carnival folk. But she used it as a way to come and visit me. The way I see it, if she wants to come and have some fun, she's going to have to work for it.
So just these don't go anywhere. The only way out is that way.
There's a long hallway that goes back. Otherwise, it's just like a stone room.
Okay.
Well, they continue to talk. She's going to just keep stepping backwards.
So at this point, one of the Meriliths is going to kind of like bend down and whisper into his ear. And he's going to say, "Wait a second. Are you the Squandered?"
Why are you asking?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not going to.
Have you ever met or come across a positively evil and disgusting man by the name of Gregor? Yes.
Yes.
A greenish gleam comes into his eye. We're making a pit stop. How about this? I'll cut you a deal. I don't have any enmity with you at the moment. You see, I no longer have a need for fresh blood. And so I'm not too worried about that portal. But I would like a favor from you. Just a quick pit stop, and then I'll take you to the proving grounds. And then I'll let you go free. No fights. No qualms.
And Sorrel?
Spend a few days in my proving grounds, and I'll let him go free as well.
Do we have the option to not stay and leave him
Oh
behind
God,
if it
we all know
becomes-
you're going to want to stay.
I like living too. I'm just saying if it becomes necessary.
Don't get me wrong, if you don't want him, he is quite useful. He's provided many little trinkets for me.
Yeah, no, we want him. I want to live more than I want him.
Has he provided any trinkets today?
I promise you will be unharmed.
Okay, I've got Gregor. The only Gregor I've got showing up is the slaver guy, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
the one
that
you
is-
have enmity towards, right?
Yeah. Well,
Did we
not
kill him
anymore.
already or did he escape?
I buried him in the ground.
That's what I
and
thought.
Stabbed him.
Oh yeah. So what other Gregor do we
Classic.
know?
Well, he's in hell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have to go to. We're stopping in hell.
We're in hell.
Are we in hell?
Isn't that what the loop does?
There's going to be a reveal. Bear with
Okay.
it.
I say
Sorry, I thought that was I assumed that was what the loop did. I thought
Before
that's
we
what you told
leave,
me.
would you like any victuals.
Hey, we got a dog in here.
All right.
The dog is in here.
Vance would know what that word means, but I only sort of.
He'll clap his fingers, and seemingly out of nowhere from behind all of you
No, out potato. Out.
will appear a very scary-looking butler. He looks completely human and completely normal, but something is not quite right.
The butler?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what is his name? Hold on, I gotta pull it up.
Lurch.
Some of you who are familiar with the novels might be able to figure out who it is.
You know what I'm talking about.
Varen.
Belvedere.
Baron? V?
Varen.
Sounds familiar, but I'm trying to.
Alright, no, I'm just aged too old.
Varen, prepare a meal for my guests,
It's an old TV show.
and then we shall go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butler.
All right, and at that moment,
Is it safe to eat?
we'll find out. The butler
It's
will
safe to eat now.
raise his hands and clap, and from behind the pillars, 6 lamia will start preparing a meal for you by dragging tables and some chairs. They'll actually come and take his throne and drag it down to the level where you guys are. And then they start bringing in large platters. Lamia. Which, if I'm remembering right, those are like lion body with female features on top. If I recall. All scantily clad.
Do they come from out behind these pillars?
Yeah.
Straight.
Cody,
What
can
I
I just
love is-
I know, I know.
As things progress, now that we're in hell, just between
And
Cody's
like you can tell that
experience
the
and mine,
string is
if there's
more
anything that
more
would be
as just like
common knowledge, practical survival tips,
a
please let us know.
cosmetic. They're actually holding anything.
I mean, we don't have to keep questioning everything.
Because like the string will
It's
always fall down,
along,
but everything's just held
Right,
in
right.
place
There's plenty of
with
things we wouldn't know, but the things that we would have picked up.
some sort of solvent.
What's the glue that?
So yeah, they'll
You guys
prepare
have
a
solid
feast,
glue.
but the food is odd. There's very, very little fruit, very, very little vegetable.
Sovereign.
It's mostly meat. You can't tell what kind it is. It's all sorts of.
I don't
prepared different ways.
suppose
Can I
like
just let
as
my meat on or my food onto someone else's plate next to me?
Oh, I'm going to very unquestionably
Inconspicuously.
just trust it and eat all the food without eating.
I want to clear
Whether
this
it's
up.
wise or not.
As
can't
she's
get.
backing out,
I'm
does
not
anybody
vegetarian.
stop her
Don't be stopping.
I'll just eat
from just backing out?
Yeah, you're totally fine.
the fruits.
One more thing. So Graz'zt, he's come and actually sat down with you, and he's snacking. I definitely suggest that you get your what's the word? That you drink your fill. Mine is the only natural spring of water for hundreds of miles. And that would have been something there is very little water in this place.
All right, I'll come back and drink water.
I was gonna roll a perception to see if I noticed you backing away.
Can I do some sort of check on?
Oh yeah, you would have.
Yeah, sure.
She does not sneak.
I'm gonna fill my water skin while I'm at it.
It's more like
Waving
Yeah.
around.
I don't know what you're doing with that.
The
Roll.
cleek every step.
the whole Drax is if I move slowly enough, you won't be able to see me.
Yeah, I'm invisible.
Oh, I thought you were
Coronation.
That's like me. I just like walk off.
23.
Yeah, so looking at the various meats, you have a reasonable assumption that these are meats that come from humanoid-shaped creatures.
Like the librarians. Is it librarian or
I'm going
secretary
to
that I
drink lots of
scooped
water.
up in?
Magical awareness to see if there's any kind of spell on the food.
Not on this food.
Okay.
It's not doing anything to me.
I know where the secretary is.
Bucephalus has gone and
Sense
is licking one of the horse statues.
Let's stop it, or I will remove these urges from you.
Is there a spell
This
for
is
producing
brown.
water?
I will drink and eat.
Does our druid have good?
It's actually
taste?
really good.
I do.
Oh yeah, we have 2 druids.
It seems
Yes,
like
yes, we do.
it seems like the cooks here are among the best.
Well,
The food that you taste
I
is
could prepare, create food,
possibly
or
some of the best food you've ever had.
plan to rest.
Well, the good news is we won't like we're not going to die of thirst year round.
All right, what is this guy's name?
We should have bought an alchemy jug.
Graz'zt, Graz'zt. I don't know if that's the proper pronunciation, but
I'm sure we could have found one. Oh well. I mean, we have a way out if we need it.
all right. Has everyone had their fill?
Have they just even recharged them?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Now it's time for you to ride my war machine.
Ooh.
It's like a
No,
bird.
don't ask.
War machine?
No, there's definitely not a double entendre.
Follow me. And then he leads you out of the palace. Doo-doo-doo.
I've only ever seen
You
one
have
play,
out of the abyss.
like one
I
so
do.
you have the infernal
podcast
machine
play
rules.
of a group
Yep.
Intel. And this was one of those fun things that
It's like
the war
that's like the
machines
only
that
reason
they
why
drive
I want to
around
pick
and
up
they,
that
like,
book
put
for those
some coins
infernal
into them.
machines rules.
I'm hoping this is
Well,
like
you're welcome
that.
to borrow it. Okay.
I'll probably break down by it myself at some point.
So you pass outside. You pass by this big thing, who eyes you hungrily.
I wave to him.
Let's see. So yeah, you walk outside, where you're basically seen with a very different change. Oop, hold up. Wait a
Looking for
minute.
the color red.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, it is.
Oh hell.
Oh, where's the description for this place? Here it is.
Hot.
Okay, just outside the Stone Palace,
It'd be a balmy.
you find immediately outside there is a bowl-shaped depression, and within it is a bubbling spring, not very big, surrounded by a lush garden. Various fruits and vegetables are growing. You notice that there are some plants that you've never seen before, large. Some have thorns, some have strange-looking flowers. Very interesting greenery. Let's see. Beyond that, you'll notice that all of you are essentially sitting up on top of a giant pillar of stone. And I'll actually show you the map. Ugh. Sorry, I don't have my mouse, so my thing struggles.
Your staff lets you cast
Oh.
That's a
Yes.
The palace is sitting atop a humongous pillar of stone. And you can see for miles and miles around a desolate, fiery, stony wasteland. Above churns clouds of red miasma clashing together with violent, crackling electricity. Just how I remember. Well, if you'll follow me, the elevator is just over here.
Is there an edge?
Yes. It's quite a ways down. It's like half a mile down to the stony surface.
You could probably do it.
Straight
or at a sling.
Well, no better time. Oh wait, I'm riding a horse. You take care of yourself. I'm gonna jump off the edge.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna deploy my Nary crash.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That makes perfectly, and you reach the the surface of the ground.
Does it fold itself back up?
I'll say that it has a mechanical little winch that you can kind of just.
Works. I'm gonna wait at the bottom.
Like, forgot he had that.
So are we heading down to where Martin is now?
Grass will look down and he says, "That looks fun. Anyone else want to jump?"
I don't think anyone else.
I have one.
Oh, you
Run and
do?
jump?
Have one what?
I have an airy crash too.
Parachute, basically.
It's like
I wonder if he
mechanical-
can
Feather fall.
It's a
I,
mechanical.
that's what I was going to say. I got feather fall.
I'll stay with the group.
You probably don't even need feather fall. You can just subtract 55 damage from your fall.
Also, I can cast fly once a day with this baby, and
Oh,
I've
yeah,
got
and I
a
can fly,
really
that's
nice
right.
looking harp that you guys
I'm just
have
gonna
not
fly
seen
on
before.
down. Please stand down
Yeah,
as
just for
Martin.
fun, but I'm not
Okay.
casting that spell right now.
Forgot I fly now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your spirit feels light as the air around you as you float down to the surface of the ground. You'll notice that the surface is quite hot. I feel like if you stepped there barefoot after a while, you'd probably develop some blisters. Now, the rest of you who can't fly will all aboard a kind of rickety
I'm not wearing
wooden
my
platform, which has a bunch of ropes and then a winch that the lamia start lowering down once everyone's aboard. You'll also notice that a couple of other demons, these ones are kind of hideous, are just sitting there with swords, almost as if ready to chop the ropes. And you're lowered all the way down. It takes a while. While you're going down, the platform isn't very big. Grass will slowly inch a little closer to where Shauna the whole time. Yeah, don't break it. So, where are you from?
Sarlona. Adar.
Can't say I've heard of it. There's something special about you, isn't there?
Nope. Absolutely not.
I think I can tell.
That I'm not. I hope that's what you can have. Very boring.
Playing hard to get, I see.
No.
If you want, you can sit in the front seat with me. All right, you guys get all the way down to the bottom.
I'm just glad he's not going after me.
I know.
That was awkward.
That's why I like you had soft, so I'm like it's my
Does
turn.
Graz'zt get all the way to the bottom?
So that's why I try to throw him off.
Nope.
Strong arming.
Let's just play.
I'm not. He's 9 feet tall.
No, he went.
No, he's a
stuck
dwarf
down
right now.
Oh, is he a dwarf right now?
Yeah, he went down in size. You
But
said.
I assume he went back.
I'll say that he's like your height now.
Oh.
Yeah, he says, this way. He walks around the base of this huge stone pillar a little bit. And he points his sword at a section of wall and mutters a few words in Infernal. And the wall pulls back like a garage door. And inside is a really cool machine. It's essentially, so it's like the war rig from Mad Max, except for it's more demonic.
Literally runs on souls. Tortured souls.
And matter of fact, as he instructs for you guys to get into the back, which has some more seating. He goes to the back of the garage and he collects a couple of red pellets. They're like rust colored. And he'll instruct his what's the name of the guy? His mayordomo, his butler. He says, what was his name again? Varen. Varen, I see we're running a little bit low on these. please, if you would squeeze some more, I would be appreciative.
I think he just fell asleep.
Or did he get up?
Something happened.
That one looks like he's one.
Yeah, got him, bud. Oh,
No, it's back. Is there room for Bucephalus in the hell machine?
Maybe if you like strapped him.
What?
Maybe if you like strapped him to the roof.
Couldn't you just riding?
Depends on how fast the machine is.
There we go.
How fast is the machine?
Hold on. I'm pulling up some images of one real quick for you guys.
Of course.
Thank you.
What's Bucephalus' challenge rating?
Well, right now he just has the stats of a warhorse. So not higher. He goes 2 levels, so he'll be much higher.
It will increase.
Then we'll find greater speed.
Look for some good images of these things.
I think it's at 1.5. Yeah, CR 1.5. But it's much higher when I'm on his back.
Does anyone ever want to be turned into a giant crab?
No.
What if there's a huge giant crab?
No.
It has both of those in the name.
Bucephalus wouldn't object.
That's what I was wondering. But
There we go. I'll post some
challenge rating is high
images
is
here.
based on the targets. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. It's not based on mine. It's based on what they can be.
What is the CR?
There we go.
What CR they have to be to become a giant crab?
8.
8.
There's some examples of what this thing could look like in the images. But yeah, Graz'zt climbs into the front of the vice. He points to Wei Shai and says, "Why don't you come and hop on my lap here?"
There's not a second seat.
Turns into a giant scorpion.
Unfortunately for you, there is not.
There's quite a few like water creatures.
Okay.
Specifically for beast and
Crawl up. Make sure I no skin on skin contact.
On the bus I could turn into
I'll sacrifice for you.
No, it's okay. Got it.
Are you sure?
No skin to skin contact is difficult. He's basically wearing a loincloth.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh.
It doesn't cover very much.
Oh, it covers a lot. If you know what I mean.
All
So
right.
yeah, he shoves his sword into a slot and turns it. With a huge roar, this thing comes to life. It starts spewing
Shoving
black
his sword
smoke.
Yep.
So in the trailer part where all the rest of you are sitting, you'll see that there is 6 Lamia and 2 of the Meriliths are riding with you. And in kind of like a little sidecar, there's this thing.
Oh my god. Seriously?
Okay.
Okay, can I see the other people back there?
Yeah, it's pretty
I'm going
cramped
to
back
connect
there.
my mind link with her.
Well, yeah, with a
I-
huge
I
room.
honestly thought there was going to be a second seat up here.
I'm sorry.
He starts zooming off across the
I
wasteland.
think of Krishna in these moments.
How fast?
It was really
Really
creepy
fast.
for me to stare at her, and I mocked
I
her
could pull
for
up the
it,
stats,
so-
but I'll just do that on my phone real quick.
So this is just the universe finding balance.
Okay, here we go.
120 feet per round.
Did you look it up?
But thanks for.
I'm
I hope
asking.
you don't mind me being in your head
Sorry,
during
it's
this
loading
time.
up.
It's okay.
Okay, just sit. with
Anything
me.
you need to not think about it.
Yes.
That blocks.
Yes.
How's your seat, boy, Shauna?
You can't talk to me. You're in the trailer. Only she can.
Trying to yell out the
It's
window.
like 120 feet of 120 feet of telepathic that I can go now.
Oh wait,
Run.
I know. Pull out the sending
Sitting
stone.
stone.
Here.
Hey, boy, Shauna, you copy? How's your seat?
Like it vibrates. I'm like, oh, it's that.
Like, oh,
It's just that thing.
Oh, come on.
We got ways to communicate.
Exactly.
She was looking too focused and figured something was up.
Yeah.
25 words or less. Tell us how you feel.
Oh, you were saying because we bought it. I'm following that one.
Sweaty.
We just ran
No,
out.
that's not. That's the only word I need.
Moist?
Hey Cody, I have a funny
No,
question.
not moist.
Yeah.
Ew.
You have a snap watch for
Never
Squirm?
moist.
Squirm?
For Squirm?
Yeah.
I haven't given him one.
Never use that descriptor for.
He has some special abilities, otherwise he's kind of squishy. By the way, he would have been kind of squirming a little bit.
Being here, just
Yeah.
in general.
Squirmy.
Where are you keeping him?
He's got
How big
got
is
lots
he?
of tentacles
Um,
and teeth on him.
How big did I see he was last time? Like, size of a dog?
About-
Is he gotten up that big? Oh, well,
Yeah.
it
He's
doesn't
got
fit
that
on
big,
my hat.
He would have been
but I
like
think it would have been like that.
squirming against you the whole time. Anyways, this thing can move 100.
Oh wow.
100 feet per round?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready. Bucephalus beside it.
Sorry, I missed something.
Just as long as he's dashing.
What is happening?
He's riding
I'm going to be
Bucephalus,
riding
and
Bucephalus alongside the infernal machine.
Oh,
and I pulled out the sending stone and let him ask her how she's doing after she was focusing a lot.
Yes.
Are there any demons along the way?
She's just gonna hack and slash as opportunity, like you're in a zombie movie, just randoms.
She's like minding her own business.
actually,
Sand
might take a
ski
few
behind
things.
you.
It's a,
Well, I just think like in zombie land, he throws open the doors and stays. It's the little pleasures in life.
Gosh, work. Sorry, bear with me.
because I think being able to quicken a spell and
Where is your
yourself
mouse?
into an ape
It's not
as a
working for some
action,
reason.
I know that's what I
and then
want
do
to
something with
see if I
that.
can kick it in the ear.
But
Um,
taking my action to do it would be really boring.
That's why I have Adept.
Is that what? That's the. Yes, that's what I'm thinking about.
The minis that you print on canvas, do you have to like put primer or something?
Here you go.
It's usually a good idea, but I've got primer.
There we go. There we go. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually the primer is like a spray paint that you get.
Yeah, along the way, you would have passed several demons, kind of just languishing, fighting, and otherwise having a good time.
I would like to take a swing at one or two of them, just in passing.
Okay. Hold on.
Kind of
Goodbye,
sort of
charisma. I
Hillian
think this is
hello.
more fun. I said goodbye, charisma. I think this is more fun. I've been planning ahead. I could have
Right.
a really cool combo.
Where's your mouse? Right there.
Just something like this.
Specifically, I'm looking for undead,
I would go
like a zombie or a skeleton.
Yeah. Lots of gray. Gray is usually actually really good neutral colors. The base color.
Something I can just slaughter in passing as I'm keeping up with the infernal machine.
Yeah, I'll say that there is one particularly disgusting looking demon. Basically looks like a human blob that's rotting. A little bit shorter.
Is he a medium creature?
Yep. No, small, excuse me.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that's it.
What's it called?
meta magic adept.
I'm taking your thing up.
Okay. Just in passing, I deal 23 damage to it.
Yeah, you sever its head.
I flick the lance, clean it.
It dies. Interesting fact: when you go and remove its head, you'll notice that there's no blood spray. Just flesh severing against flesh and hitting the ground.
I feel better now.
From the front of the war machine, you'll kind of hear calling back.
I still think your battery's dead.
You think it is?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any fresh ones. If you would be so kind, these are my loyal subjects. If you want to take your anger out on something, look for some of those devils. Although I doubt you'll find any roaming this far south.
Oh god, you can feel how his chest expands when he yells.
It's not the only thing you feel expanding.
I know.
Oh!
Diaphragm.
It's bumpy.
just the diaphragm.
There's rocks everywhere. Yeah, you guys drive for quite some time. You will see in passing there is a coliseum where you'll see a large number of demons congregating. You drive past that, and you'll drive past quite a bit farther to the south. There is what appears to be a palace surrounded by lava. Past even that, you cross a small bridge made of stone that crosses over a river of lava and arrive at what appears to be a cathedral.
Are there, looking around, do I see any of those fly monsters that we saw at the mountain?
Fly monsters?
Yeah, I remember the first time we met Death, we were nearby the mountain that had the entrance to hell.
Ah,
I'm looking for those things as kind of maybe that's where the exit from hell is.
you actually, those are completely unrelated, although you don't know that in-game.
The theater of pain.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for them because
Sounds.
hopefully that's the way out.
You, in your passing, will have noticed that there is a humongous variety of demons here. All shapes, all sizes. Some of them gargantuan, some of them small. Quite interesting. But yeah, he slams on the brake right next to the building. And now I get to pull up the encounter, so bear with me.
That was an invigorating run. Bucephalus, do you feel better?
So going this way, it would have taken like a whole day doing it. However, there's no night here. It is a constant
Sitting on his lap
red.
the whole day.
Is this daytime or like 24 hours day?
I'd say like 12 hours. It's a long ride.
I don't even want to respond. The double entendre.
So you just stop, you hop right on out. You don't stop, you keep going out. Everything else stops. It's okay, stop moving.
Okay. You all get out. You stretch your muscles. And Graz'zt says, well, if you'll follow me. And he leads you inside.
Big guy staying out.
Where's my mover thing? Here it is. Yeah, the big guy, he's too big to fit.
Stays with the cart.
So he'll stay with the cart. The rest of you, he'll take and let you sit up in his private little viewing area. Yes.
Keeps her nice
Where
and
are you
close.
leaving your horse outside?
No. Of course you wouldn't. It's practically a part of him.
I have no respect for demons
All right.
unless they're helping me fight other demons.
Yeah, it's a grand theater. You look down into the stands, and you'll notice almost every single seat is filled with a demon of some sort or another.
Is this where you're keeping Sorrel?
It is not. That will come next.
You painted that guy? That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she
I
painted
just
him
barely
10
paint-
minutes before the session.
Oh, that you guys said that. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
that was this guy.
Yes.
Cool.
Where's your mouse?
Yeah, he looks better than
Oh, it's over
the
here.
drawings in the.
No, you have like the
Yeah,
full
I'm wondering if it
setup
got busted or something.
Yeah, I'm
Miniature
thinking
things.
that, yeah.
I have 2 sets plus whatever Eugene gave me, so I have a few colors.
Yeah, this is what he looks like in their monster manual.
This looks way cooler than that.
Yeah,
And they're all this.
unimpressive compared to black and gold over there.
Yeah,
Don't look at the stats.
I didn't.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song you had me playing earlier? Benny Hill?
Any health thing.
Oh, that's what you're actually gonna play.
I love it.
I think it'll work perfectly.
Stage.
So if
We're
you have
watching
any
Sorry,
you
man.
want to paint,
It's all good.
I would be willing to paint.
I have a whole slew of them now.
Yeah, so let's see.
Well, yeah.
I've been slowly going through all of these guys.
Do you know what Gloomhaven is? Have they ever heard of Gloomhaven?
Oh, of course.
I got them a while ago, the set, and otherwise I'm like, I'm playing these for D&D now, because I'm not playing Gloomhaven right now. So,
Have you played through it already?
partway.
Okay.
We switched to online, and then we're disappointed that the online is very buggy for multiplayer.
It's interesting. As soon as you guys enter the building, you are met with a standing ovation. Graz'zt, he appears very pleased with himself, and he'll, motion for everyone to calm down and take their seats. And he says, let the show begin.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was distracted by your mouse. Everybody's applauding. Why?
We just came
Yeah,
inside
he just
up in his
came
little.
in.
Just because.
Because he's
Okay.
there.
He's
Oh,
kind
well,
of the head
now I'm
honcho.
kind of flattered.
They're probably clapping for him.
I know, but I'm also the
But he's
trophy
staying right next to her.
Oddly enough, you hear a couple of the people down below shout a few of your names. Waishana, when did you join? How long ago was that?
Oh, it's been a while.
What city were you? Were you there for when they murdered Gregory? Yes.
No.
No. That was
No,
Clouds.
that was Clouds.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't get any applause. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
But anyways, the curtain pulls back, and
But it's like I'm right next to the star, so.
yeah, sure.
You're getting applause by association.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me
I
describe.
didn't have to arbitrarily murder anyone.
The curtain pulls back, and a demonic orchestra begins playing. And a whole scene unfolds before you.
Like a lot.
You see a grown adult man dressed as a baby sitting in a crib, and you see that 2 other actors who are supposed to be human, but they're obviously demons dressed as humans, arguing over
Actually
the crib.
wearing human skin.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. They're arguing over the crib, and then all of a sudden they start fighting, and the crib gets knocked over, and the man dressed as a baby, falls to the ground, and then the curtain closes. It shows the man a little bit older now, being bullied by several other children. The curtain closes, opens back up, and now it shows him kind of with another group of children bullying and beating other children.
Wow.
Curtain closes again, opens up again. The child now is a little bit older, like in his teens. You see him courting a woman. The woman slaps his face.
Yes!
Runs off stage. A little bit later, you see the man drinking and gambling with these demons that are dressed up as people, and showing him losing all of his money. Next thing you know, it shows him venturing deep into a jungle, where he captures and chains up various creatures, humanoid creatures, looks like the Waruk, and forcing them into slavery. Fast forward a little bit more, and you'll actually see some familiar faces being captured. I don't remember exactly who was there. It would have been all the people who did join recently. Yeah, and it shows them kind of getting violent with his stooges and ending them.
That cat one talks to me.
And at this point, if you haven't already noticed, the man who's been acting out this sad life is none other than Gregor, the man whom you murdered originally. Forced to reenact his life over and over again.
For the applause.
Oh yeah, oh dude, the demons are loving it. They're going wild. Fast forward a little bit, shows him basically overseeing several slaves in an amethyst mine, when all of a sudden the glowing orb at the center turns red and some monstrous being pops out and starts killing everyone. And it shows him running out. And at this point, he runs out into the scene again. And it's the funniest thing because there's demons that are dressed up like you guys. But it's obviously not perfect.
The one that's the cat that does not look happy about the role he got.
Exactly. And yeah, it shows the final scene of his death. He is buried in the ground and a spear rammed through him. However,
That was a little much.
it's not acting. They actually do murder him.
When he's already dead.
Again and again and again.
Every night.
And with that, the orchestra finishes its grand music, and everyone stands up to applaud.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
It's like the episode of Avatar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
except for one's a little different.
Graz'zt will stand up and he'll be applauding. He says,
Yay.
"I think
I
that
mimic him so that I look appropriate to be on his arm.
I think that a show this good deserves an encore. And it just so happens that I have the stars of the show with me right now."
Oh, great.
And he puts on. He says, "If you would be so
Martin
kind
practically jumps.
as to replay your roles, I would much appreciate it."
Do you want to play the role of Gregor?
Oh no, we'll use Gregor for that. And yeah, they'll unbury him. He's still alive. He's been stabbed, but he's still alive. Like he's just barely hanging on to life at this point. And yeah, we'll just roll it back from that scene. They hand, they tell you to go down. Are you gonna go down? Sure. Okay.
You get revenge twice.
The band starts playing again, and everyone reenacts their scene.
He's buried in some dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all stand up and start
Step on it.
applauding.
It's like I remember you stepping on it. I'm like, okay.
And the show ends. A whole bunch of different demons will come up to the stage, and they'll ask for your signatures on various bits of detritus and like bones and stuff.
Being a things guy, you should charge them for each one they give.
All right, and remember, whoever gets a reward for finding Gregor, whoever finds Gregor again will get a reward.
Oh.
They let him go.
They just let him go. And
Oh,
then
he's dead.
oh, okay.
Guys,
Oh, he
comes
appears
back
somewhere
in.
else.
He pops up in hell.
It could be a reasonable assumption.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh,
Should we
Yeah.
go find him and get the reward?
No.
The reward's probably not
Sweet.
something we want.
After the fanfare kind of dies down and all the demons get up from their seats and start leaving, Graz'zt will come and talk with you guys again. He says, "I really appreciate you doing that. See, in hell, there's an awful lot of punishment and not a whole lot of entertainment. In order to keep these subjects of mine, I wouldn't say happy, but at least entertained, we put on these little shows. And this one seems to be one of the most popular of them all. I can't say why, but I don't know. I think it's the suffering.
Mhm.
I think that's what it is. Demons, we're not a complex lot. At least most of us. They enjoy seeing pain inflicted on others for a change. So I appreciate it. As I promised, I'll take you to your friend. Yeah.
So, like, how often do you have the show?
Well, it depends. It really depends on how quickly we're able to capture Gregor again.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone who dies here just reappear somewhere else?
Typically, that's the case.
What about demons?
Yes. Although, it must be said that if you do die in this place, you tend to respawn somewhat weaker.
Oh, is there like a maximum amount?
Yes, it's level 0. And he points at, like, what's the weakest of these demons? He points at
The
a
abyssal chicken?
closet
Oh, okay.
in the audience that's got, like, a gimpy leg.
Oh. Well, you're going to have to find someone to replace Gregor if you keep the show going.
Well, we have a few that we like to play. Some fan favorites, you know. So yeah.
It looked like some of the demons were wearing some authentic human skin.
Ah, yes. We like to hold on to trinkets like that.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, but it's hard to get a hold of.
Oh, you have no idea.
Is Lord Soft down here?
No, I don't think he would be.
He already hates my guts.
Sorry.
He would have been claimed by the Dark Powers, I think.
Oh, yeah.
His soul belongs to others.
Well, that was very entertaining. This is actually... Oh, God, I just realized it. This is the first date I've been on.
See, I told you. You shouldn't underestimate yourself.
Obviously.
You said you would take us to our friend?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. If you'll follow me back outside, we can board my war machine. So yeah, without further ado, he'll take you guys back outside, and I'll get on his war machine.
I'll strap you stuff to the roof.
Okay.
What?
I'm getting a rest. He's sprinted for 12 hours.
He is looking pretty ragged by this point. He'll start up the engines with a black cloud fuming. He'll tear across the countryside. This time it'll only take like 6 hours to get to the destination. Let's see. Gosh dang it. There we go. That's not warrior. Us. There we go. There you go.
The proving ground.
The proving ground. You get there. It's the same place I mentioned earlier that you passed by. It's basically
we passed by here.
a palace floating in a pool of magma. And I think I have a battle map for it, so I'm gonna pull that up real quick.
So this is a lake that it's in? A lava lake?
Yes. Not everything is 100% accurate.
There we go.
Okay. Let me load up the encounter real quick. Okay. All right. If you'll follow me. And he leads you through the gates, which are guarded by a couple of really large, ugly-looking demons. And he leads you into like a little office area. Let's see. All right, my assistant here will lead you to your friend Sorrel. However, like I said, you must stay at least a week. At that point, all of you can go on your merry little way.
Is there a path to take us up to the realm above?
The realm above, I am assuming you mean the mortal realm. I know of a possibility of getting there. However, it would be quite difficult to manage. See, the only way to get there is via portal or via summons. I don't suppose you arranged for any friends to do a demon summoning on the other side for you, have you? Well, that's out of the window. If that's the case, then you need to find a way to do it here. The only problem is that there is very little of a precious resource needed to create the pentagrams.
Which is?
He looks at all of you and he's like, well, it just so happens to be the one thing that you possess that I do not. And that is the life force of blood.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Well, so let's find Sorrel first. See if he wants to
need
leave.
a lot of blood.
Yeah, how much blood exactly? And maybe if we got a pint each, would that be enough?
Yeah.
Does it all have to be a certain type?
Does it have to be our own blood?
I'm sure how much would my blood would do.
You don't have it.
Okay.
So I still
Maybe
have some.
we could call Wensit.
I still
You
have
have a
some
sending stone
Avalon
for
blood.
Wensit, right?
Yeah, but he's ignoring my calls.
Maybe he's like, hey, I'm in hell. Do you want us to pick something up and then you just bring us home? Because I imagine he doesn't go to hell every day.
All right.
No, like a gallon of hell milk. I don't know.
Don't ask for that around Graz'zt.
Oh God! I can certainly provide you some help.
And the pictorials
So yeah, the assistant will take all of you downstairs. There's 3 levels to this place. There's the main office area. There's an upper level, which, by the way, is guarded by a demon. He looks at you meanly with the impression that you shouldn't go up there. The 3rd level going down is also guarded by another demon, but he lets you pass. You go down below, where they take you down this hallway. And I'll say that you find your quarry in this room, right here. Yes, so you find that one of the tables has been well prepared, all sorts of fancy meats. Again, very, very little vegetable or fruit matter, lots of meat. But you see that there's your old friend Sorrel. Sitting down, having quite the meal. However, you'll see that he's basically like laying on his side, and he's being served this meal by various succubi.
Oh, bother.
Basically, kind of feeding him little
Peeled
tidbits.
grapes, please.
The succubi are not wearing very much.
Okay. Streams once again, sir.
But yeah, Sorrel doesn't seem to notice you guys as you enter. He's a little bit distracted.
Having a good time, Sorrel.
He sits up, bonks his head on the food that they're about to serve. Food falls all over the place. He's like, "Oh, wait, what are you doing here?
We've come to rescue you.
Rescue me? How long ago was that I came here?
What, a week? Couple days?
It's been a couple of weeks. By now.
Yeah, it's actually.
We apologize for the delay. There were some urgent matters of apocalyptic scale.
Ah. Well, I would be upset, but I have to admit I've had kind of a nice time.
I'm glad you've had a nice
He
vacation.
blushes really, really red.
Yes.
Would
Well,
you like
I
to come home?
Do I want to come home? Yeah, I think it'd probably be good. I don't want to live here the rest of my life. Don't get me wrong, this has been great. However, I know where I am. I'd like to get back to the world of the living.
okay.
Question is how to get back. Didn't you say you had a way?
Oh, we're ready to go now?
We got Sorrel.
Unless you want to do something else in hell.
I should have asked the fun guy about the fork.
Vacation?
He probably wouldn't have told us anything about it, useful about it.
The fork?
What's
Yeah.
a fork? Like a fork you eat with?
No, like
Sorrel, do you have a fork?
A trident?
Like a trident type
Oh.
fork. Yeah.
He holds up his little fork that they've been feeding him with.
Didn't you say there was some information in the Demonomicon that I could read about it?
Yeah. Did I never post that?
I don't think so.
Before we go, Graz'zt, there's been demons breaking out into the material realm. You know anything about that?
He thinks for a second. Could be a couple things. One, there have been some odd occurrences of other planes kind of switching places with little sections of our plane here. Patch of grass that pretty quickly goes up in flames, or patch of water that evaporates pretty quickly. That could be it. However, I also know that the bounds between our planes are weakening. It is becoming increasingly easier to pass through to the other side. This is most likely due to the conflict between demons and devils.
Who's winning?
He kind of brushes off his shoulder. Well, as you've seen, my domain is pretty much clear of those filthy creatures. However, the farther north you go, the more likelihood you'll run into their troops. I'd say that since all of the demon lords have banded together for this current fight, that we are currently on top.
Wait,
However,
the demon lords are cooperating?
I use that term loosely.
You told me you had nothing to do with orcas and you weren't friends.
We are not. However, if you have a common enemy, you tend to focus on the common enemy first.
And ending this conflict would stop the breakage between the planes.
It would probably help.
Would eradicating one or the other side end the conflict?
Oh, yes. I personally would be very desirous for the devils to finally get their due. We demons are tired of being punished. Or at least, most of the time. Some find it quite exhilarating.
You could go to the front lines and get all the punishment you want.
Like I said, I may have a lead on a way for you to get back. Again, stay here a week, and I'll share the secret with you, and you can be on your way.
Mm-hmm.
No. Is it going to be a thing where we stay a week and we won't want to leave?
Maybe.
Well, Sorrel's fine with leaving.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm going to retire to my chamber, and he'll, with his two Maryland guards, find a bedroom. And, he does leave an open invitation, though, for anyone who would like to join him.
I want to get more acquainted with the area.
This is a rare opportunity.
To get more acquainted with the area?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Hell. I was talking about hell. Like, it's not like, it's an open invitation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
he
so
leaves his
like,
door slightly cracked ajar.
oh, okay. Are we talking metaphorically or actually?
Actually.
Oh, he sleeps here?
Yeah, no, this is like his secondary palace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I will seriously consider the offer. That's telepathically, like.
So at this point, you find yourselves
control of us.
veritably swarmed by various succubi and
I think I get
the male version, I forget what they're called.
Incubus.
Who direct you to really lush and soft chambers. This is not what you expected hell to be like. You are given every amenity. The pillows, the blankets are incredibly soft and comfortable.
Is there a bath?
There is a bath, I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Okay, I think I found a good place to go.
Unless it's a public bath.
Oh, then.
Oh, it's certainly a public. And that's bad?
For some of us, yes, very much so.
I think this is the bathroom.
love.
Yep.
I'm looking for bathroom bath.
Yeah, no, this is the bath.
Bathhouse.
Yeah, it's like an open bath. And it's all steamy. Are you gonna go take a bath before you go to bed?
Steam bath. Yes.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
been a long 18 hours sitting on a sweaty demon. I would like a bath.
Yeah, no, you go in.
Even if I go in and then disrobe under the water, it will dry quickly because hell is hot.
I'm gonna go to Graz'zt's door and peek through the crack.
Hello. Gotta keep it YouTube appropriate if we're gonna post this one on.
Turns out Martin was the easiest nut to crack.
So Graz'zt, I don't know if I mentioned this, but he's basically a goat from the waist down. And then these 6-armed ladies are basically snakes from the waist down.
Oh, the snake ladies are with him?
Yeah. You see that they're quite occupied, let's just put it that way.
Ah.
Well, if he were alone and waiting and prone, I was thinking maybe a sneak attack.
He might welcome that.
I don't know.
Sneak attack at dawn, eh?
I can do a lot of damage to fiends.
So, since you're taking a bath,
Yes.
several of the
Are there attendants?
several of the attendants will come in and offer to scrub you. You accept or
No. Can I just be like this with like just her head like this? Like I would just like to be alone for a little while. Just dry my clothes, bring it back if that's okay.
They look disappointed, but they'll allow you your privacy after some bothering.
Yes.
But yeah, otherwise, they will tend to your wants and desires. There's food aplenty. The beds are soft. It has been a very long day.
It's a good part of moment to stop since it's like 5 to 8. No, it's 8 to 8. 8 to 9. Unless you had something else.
No, I mean it's a pretty good ending point. Yeah.
I will join Wei Shan in the bath. I'm not alone. Because I know what it is like to be alone. It's terrifying.
There's an attendant that comes by.
I will not attack Graz'zt.
Okay.
I'll go back to wherever my chambers are with Bucephalus.
All right.
I'd be standing behind Martin looking through, and then he turns out like,
I do have some really nice soaps. If you want to use them.
Oh, the soaps are divine, by the way. There's
They're better than my soaps?
they're the best.
Okay, I'm going to use all the
I'm
soaps.
going.
It's terrible. It's terrible. This place is terrible. Terrible.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm on board.
The water is warm. The soap is delightful.
It's out. It's out.
There's attendants who are willing to scrub your back, should you desire it.
Yes.
There is consent here.
Thank you. At least in this room.
But yeah, it's quite nice. You all end up smelling extremely good of roses and peaches.
Like it actually smells like a summer morning. How did you get a summer morning?
should have gone and banged on Graz'zt's door.
It actually
Like,
smells like
these guys
a
are over there in the
beach
bath.
after a rainstorm.
Just so you know. Walk off. Kind of shout in his room like, yeah, Graz, some people taking baths. Just I'll give you a heads up. Walk off. And I don't open. I just kind of yell and.
Seems like they're a little bit too occupied to listen. But
There's
yeah.
some slithering, some other noises. Some rhythmic, some not.
But yeah, unless anyone else has anything else they want to do here,
I think I would have wandered.
everyone can take a long rest in the deeply comfortable beds.
This is torturous for Martin. He has to kill everything here.
And yeah, that's where we'll end for the night.
Suddenly Martin tries to recreate Monty Python's Holy Grail.
Oh, rescue scene.
Yeah! I'm here to rescue you! No!
Ooh.
Ah, delightful.
Anyways,